self-peel options compared to the Phoenix, where you only have a stun and one shift away. But here comes that Devil's Rage out with the dive of the Angela.
Mask is the first pick. That Vanpool ban, and yes, it was Vanpool. Got conversation there from Jarvis, Zatex, Zanji, Month, and Nekrise, and now SSG come out on top, but do not have the point just yet.
All right, well, they're going to claim it in a moment. There it goes, flip back and forth. Portal play used. Have to remember that for the long term as well. Nekrise jumps back through the portal, back to the Emma to help peel off of the Angela for now. But nice job for Month, like you talked about, going from Envy, going to this team now on SSG. Still has hands in upcoming fight, no ultimates, but Renko.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Jeff ultimate, we'll see if he's killed for, and meanwhile, Zatek's gonna play it slow, trying to get a good Galartrox like that was in the previous fight that just wasn't able to get full value.
Yeah, the switch there, like you're saying, from Nekrise going into the Emma to try to help with the Dino, but pays for it immediately. Zatex onto Nekrise, Jitward onto Nectar now. 2 numbers up for Yeah We Lost with ult advantage. Down goes the Itch Jeff. Could be huge. Renko finds one. Puts the Dino back out there. Milk Boy trying to hold on for the moment. Renko off map. Zatex finds Zanji with the Galartrox and another onto Milk Boy. And now the retake from Yeah We Lost. This is a heavy spot to be in. Ult advantage up. This is their fight to lose. The touch comes in from Nekrise, who switches back once again, but immediately gets pushed off. And that will be map 1. Yeah, we lost.
Wow. Well, their win today right now, round number 1. I know that joke has been made freaking 10,000 times, but SSG is tough in that last fight too, because like I think Renko can't go for the off map, even though he probably should, because Black Cat can get back easier than anybody, especially the hitbox or the KO box is too low on that point to actually throw anybody off. That is
the KO box.
But he can't because the portal play was used by Nekrise earlier. So I don't know, it's a really tough fight out of Nekrise in this front line at the current moment. Just getting picked off too early in that fight. I mean, like, look, Renko didn't even expect his team to go down that soon. And maybe they were playing too aggressive towards the high ground, but that's the problem with Black Cat too, is that you talk about how good that character is. It just feels like they can always turn these fights, like you mentioned in that very first one. Even if they were losing a team fight, somehow they'd find 2 or 3 KOs. Regardless, Yeah We Lost now up 1, Shib, in the next round on Stellar Spaceport. We'll see if they can finally grab some form of advantage here for SSG.
Yeah, I think Yeah We Lost are just doing a really good job marking the threat that is Nectar. Nectar really isn't able to do much here. I mean, I think it was 5-4. They were 5-4 after this first map. That's not what we normally see from Nectar. I mean, they're just really focusing on dropping them quickly. And it's working out at this point. Mask and Luca with ult available in this first fight. Will they commit early? Looks like they're thinking about a Milk Boy. Again, not going to be on that storied Vanpool that has looked so good throughout Ignite. Instead, is going to be forced onto something like the Venom. Luca finds the first pick onto Nekrise. Goodbye to the Dinosaur. Nectar trying to push out this door now, getting percent-based damage. Making that switch.
What should I get on my Chipotle bowl? Get a black bean, steak, rice, shredded cheese.
Player with another
maybe some lettuce if you're feeling a little
in the
healthy.
Vanguard department that doesn't play a lot of the dive heroes. You can see Luca playing a ton of that Venom. They want to keep going aggressive, by the way, but Milk Boy having to flex over to the Venom and Nekrise over to that Devil Dino.
My favorite thing about Yeah We Lost is that only 2 of their players on their roster play the same role every game.
Are having with Vinny and TTK, kind of the same thing
with
with Nekrise and Milk Boy.
Yeah, I mean, I think I rated it too high.
Out-tempoed there a little bit by the Deadpool.
Maple, thanks for 6 months, bro.
Strat is now, as you mentioned, kind of coming out to Yeah We Lost advantage.
Yeah, it works great into comps like this, where you're not really trying to counter ultimates, right? Like, you get rid of that Star-Lord combination with BRB, and you're just neutral fighting, like, all the time. And you always have an infinite healing circle that's trying to recharge. Obviously, if you kite it well, turn it right back into him and try to have ult advantage. But I mean, Yeah We Lost just does a really good job of not letting that happen. There's a commitment now with the Rampage, excuse me. Galartrox goes out for Nectar, trying to get 1, make it 2. Do I see 3 now? Almost does. A huge ult play there. But still, I don't know if it's enough. It is going to be enough. They can get to this point, but 55% roughly here for Yeah We Lost.
Yeah, but again, the story of SSG and the story of Old Sentinels was Nectar putting the team on their back. And, you know, kind of Month in the previous fight popping off too, but yeah, in that fight early, I mean, Jitward got the pick on to Zanji that felt pretty much lost, and then Nectar just gets
we've
the
been out for a while.
Zatex's Galartrox haven't been as big. We'll see if it is going to be in this upcoming fight. I know they've been playing heavily around Jitward. But Mask takes a ton of damage early. We also have ultimates available for SSG. I wonder if they try to flip the tempo on we lost who don't have Treadles to deal with this yet.
Glartrox here once more for Zatex, who's looked very strong early on in these rounds. Advantage up again for SSG. Jitward starts off with a calling card though.
Nightmare is not
doesn't look like it has just yet
anymore.
A lot of ultimate commitment now. Jitward gets eaten, I believe, or at least he comes
010,
out.
05,
Ranko trying to slow up. Yes, has Jitward enough with ultimate, so that's a good trade for that. Monk and Nectar find one. Milkboy 2. Mask trades it a little bit, but SSG doing a good job keeping the numbers and keeping this point. Now they're going to slowly stagger this front line and see if they can keep this percentage up to the 75 realm.
Yeah, they take it back. Nice job to control it, rather. And Renko, big eat
to
slow down Jitward's push. And now, you know, SSG, they still have duelist ultimates. Zatex not able to get much out of the Glartrox. They shut down Jitward's ult. A lot better fight for them. Upcoming one could go their way as well if they have well-timed ultimates and placements. But it's going to be on Zanji in this 1v1 again. He's lost so far. Jitward and Luca. We'll see if Milkboy and Zanji can flip it on its head.
SSG still up in ult. This is their map to lose at this point. 80% now for the side of Space Station. We're locking into their own after switching up comp just a little bit. Still just going to play slow. They're not too worried about this initiation. Took a little bit too long, I'd argue, as Zanji now goes in with the Let the Devil Out. Nectar doing the same thing with another Glartrox opportunity. Finds one. Can they clean this up? It doesn't look like they can. Instead, going to try to take the hype, but what a dash from Jitward.
Yep, takes him out. Nectar goes down to the skillful character Black Cat, who just clicked on him and got rid of him instantly. But now, White Fox on the opposite side used the ultimate on Monk to try and turn it back, but gets deleted by Zatex and the front line of the Devil Dino.
Yeah, Mask with 2 here. Luca gonna find another. And that is a good retake, but 99% here for Space Station Gaming. Renko with the Itch Gem available.
Maybe they'll
with
get
no
a grip
answers
and they'll finally
this
buff
current
Rogue.
moment. This could be their fight they need. With Milkboy very close to ultimate as well.
Flagrant. Get the kind words, buddy.
And he's closing in on it. Upcoming one, though. Again, Renko's going to have to go big to shut down Jitward. He's done it before, but they play it kind of more defensively. Upcoming fight, though, Milkboy and Zanji again trying to fight for these these off angles, but again, yeah, we lost a bit more aggressive position. They want to go first.
Mask takes out Necrise here. Yeah, we lost up a number. Monk trades that back as Kendrick goes down. We're looking for a portal opportunity. And there's a Glartrox. It seems to find some value. Zatex able to drop Milkboy is a huge start. Luca now has ultimate. The retake going to be available at 99. Instead, yeah, we lost. Are going to take this the whole way and win this entirety of round 1.
Wow.
Excellent work from Yeah We Lost on domination. They still look very clean. And, you know, I don't think SSG has won really any domination since TSM.
Well, we watching tonight with Sophia's and Mercy games.
You know, we'll see if they can figure it out on the upcoming maps, but that's a tough one to lose against Yeah We Lost, who just had the momentum. He never found really any footing besides off of some hero plays. Renko saving ult for next map. It was a really tough one for the side of SSG. We'll see if they can come back, though, after this map. Next map will be chosen by them, but they have to do it here and now. Otherwise, TSM will advance. We'll see you guys.
We were speaking before you joined. I told like if he wants to go a third support, Turn can slide the Emma, and then yeah, we just run.
Or if you want to go third support, I can go Magneto, but that still wouldn't solve our problem.
wait, so like we still have 2 support.
I'm getting on top of this.
Good idea.
Thank you for the follow, Jonah.
I'm gonna jump on them.
What else does Rocket say, guys?
Show me amazing Rocket gameplay. If you say anything that'll piss me off, John, I will time you out. I do not care. Best Rocket? Fuck no.
No, imagine they come up to fight Avery. We fuck them, trust.
I can't think of any more Rocket quotes. Oh. Hey team, enjoy the amplifier. What else can I say? Yo, someone else help me. What does Rocket say, guys?
Tank pool's on the right. Groot. I forget that Groot character's a thing. You get rezzed.
He says Flark.
Somebody gotta go dive that guy.
Yo, Sophia.
Enjoy the amplifier, guys.
Can we carry the king?
I'm throwing. I don't think my team knows this, but like.
Help Frank.
Anyway, highlight. Aren't you streaming light?
Punish Criminals.
Make me proud. Help Frank. What are you saying? Oh,
in like a fish?
it's on me. It's on me.
Sophia's literally she is literally playing it official right now, reading chat mid-fight with no sound.
You get rezzed. Somebody can...
MTP.
No!
Yo, I'm gonna die. Oh god.
We need to die. We just need to die, yeah.
4 minutes? Alright.
I'm 1 year mod
That's
because
passion.
I don't care, Jesse. Like,
Right, Abel busted out the Psylocke, and then we got Cap still. Yeah, we need
I'm
to
gonna
go
jump the
to-
Widow more. I'm gonna jump
Yeah,
the
we gotta
Widow
kill
more.
that Widow.
yeah, okay, Light. You know, this game is gonna be fun and painful. Oh. I forgot I have no game audio. Why didn't you guys say anything sooner?
When you go for zip cluster uppercut pull, oh god, let me download this, Fred. Hold on.
Nice.
Don't mind me, I'm dying. Yeah, he does say that.
I'll fix it in a second, teams. That's not good.
Why the same title? Because nothing's changed, bro. And I'm an O10 fat worthless loser. What the fuck you mean? Okay. Hold on. Let me answer Fred's question. Or Red's question. I guess Fred are the same person, but. When to go for zip cluster jump uppercut? What is zip? Like just like the movement? Like. Thanks, Roa. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. It depends on the height that you're at. If you are on like an elevated terrain, going for just the zip uppercut is better. But if you're on more flat ground, going for the zip tracer jump and then uppercut is better. What's up, Aaron? I don't know, Wishy. We just were, bro. This has got to be... Wow. Okay. They're so lazy, they just found like some random clip from Guru for 5 seconds and then just... Nah. Surely my boy is like... How are you feeling? Horrible. Both, Jason. What's up, Dogman was right, Mace is dead. What do you think about this Iron Man skin? It's like whatever, Iron Man's terrible, so who cares? Someone on Reddit posted an apology to you? What? Can you link it? This man has a next level Mace hate butter, legit. Jesus.
Lead your allies with grace, but spare no mercy for those who cross you. Command the battlefield in style with Iron Man's Samurai and Mantis, Mandy, Celestin, the Greeter's
Yeah, I saw that.
costume,
Let me see if I can find this.
forever etched into available right now. So
what would it be on?
you
Like,
waiting for? I copped mine just if not just for the Tamagotchi on the Mantis skin alone. You had to, right? You just absolutely had to. So we also have to talk about the match we just saw. Zoe here back together with Dogman and Iron Ship, and we just got to see, yeah, we lost winning domination against SSG. SSG, obviously, for them, it's a very important match to win. Yeah, we lost already qualified. SSG generally just seem to be struggling a little bit on domination, but I do want to talk about the composition they run out with here.
hey, Luca. Thanks for the 5 gifted, buddy.
Yes, they switched off of it and
appreciate you, bro.
But it all just didn't quite seem to come together.
Here's the link. I'm not seeing it.
Yeah,
it's on the MR Esports subreddit. Alright, let me see if I can find it.
Proactive, obviously, it was a mixture of kind of the same thing that we saw to TSM when they were losing, and then same thing for Equinox. It's just their dives and their off angles were getting shut down. Milk Boy couldn't do much.
Oh,
vice versa. Yeah, we lost.
Okay.
Do everything. Jitward was
an apology to life.
Zanji's the one with the ball hacks. He's playing the Daredevil. Right?
Man, after thinking about Nightmare games and rewatching some of their games, I have to say, Light, you were the best player on that team. I think it's harsh on you because I had high expectations. Kind of his fault for yapping too much. Sorry, Light, you deserve better. But you gotta stop AFKing most of the game. Imp, are you wash? You went to Lame Dog Zero, Mason Fidel, your time is up, retire like so. Well, I don't think people understand, like, I'm AFKing because I'm, like, waiting for my setup. Like, I'm waiting for my team to be in position so I can go.
I like the Vanpool ban too. I think Milkboy is one of the few that just gets immense value out of Vanpool, still finding a few MVPs, getting a ton of finals, and it's just really, really good into these dive comps because you just have so much survivability and you can kind of
Nightmare ever coach, sort of.
all the time, and it's kind of put him in a weird spot. It forces Milkboy to get on the Venom, and he just doesn't have as much team behind him.
Just don't understand how Mace goes down every 5% for 36 spots. So you stop posting on alts and get back to...
It's kind of just like an instant win, so I really like the decision.
Content.
Yeah, that's perhaps why Milkboy initially started out round 1 there on that Dino and Necrise.
It's pretty obvious that the DPS is the saving grace this team, but Twitch chat flaming someone.
I think just as a general thing, yeah, we lost did a really, really good job at shutting down the duelists from Space Station Gaming, because it is Nectar and Zanji who are those big playmakers, and they were taking
Dogman's ult
so quickly. There was so much pressure on especially Nectar, where not really able to play the game here, Dogman.
Thanks, Corkin.
Yeah, Zanji is very good usually, and it's just been an awkward role maybe fill in for him to have to pick up the Daredevil too and to get that one-sided Black Cat from Jitward's side, because I think it was just everybody's getting deleted by him on those off angles, and obviously Zatek's still going to be nasty with it on the Elsa, but it was just a matter of we lost, controlled those.
Yeah, I mean, I guess W Reddit.
The strat pool being available for Kendrick, the one playing over to that hero, and then them playing on the opposite side Space Station game and only playing a lot of Double Dino. We heard about how strat pool can hard counter Double Dino, and you can see exactly there just with the damage boost and with the jackpot, bongo, whatever you want to call it, they just smoke the Daredevil or the Double Dino, and it just feels like SSG weren't reacting. They weren't playing, other heroes to go against the Deadpool. Maybe just make a switch, do something like Groot or whatever. It just felt like they just were running into an absolute just jackhammer of a team of we lost.
Thanks, 6-7. I appreciate it, bro.
Of course, we have the map pick for SSG. Where would you take?
Are you watching any movies or shows currently?
I mean, I feel like
I'm rewatching Dexter for the 3rd time.
But it is tough.
I like Dexter a lot.
A really good team on that map, and it's always going to be a struggle bus on that one.
Shout out Reddit though,
I don't know. Like last time they took us there, I believe SSG took us to Central Park versus TLC and lost it. I don't know. They've got to figure out a map to go to that will be good for them, and it just feels like ever since
Ragna, I agree.
They won the very first game in the week 1,
which is my favorite season.
They really need to find something just to get an easy to play map, and I would be okay with Museum if they have a good counter strat.
They could go to Midtown. I think they did that week 1 to try to change things up. I think it worked for them, but I think
so. If I did
outside of that, it's just Museum City over here. It seems like everybody wants to play there, but yeah, we lost.
I think
that spot.
probably
good there. I think you shifted up. I don't hate
Resurrection's my favorite.
Yeah,
and then
Midtown is what they played
season
against
2,
Equinox in week 1. They did win it, however, did have to give up some ground there as well. As
3, 4, 1.
Fight back, so we
Actually,
are
I'll do
yet
1 and then
to find out,
4.
or we have yet to find out where SSG is going to take us for this one. Just to reiterate, of course, like this is very important for SSG to win this one. If SSG were to lose, that
and
means
then
we lost and TSM will be locked for the playoffs. And
New Blood,
gonna be Central
and then
Park.
5.
Yep. Okay, Central Park.
And then
I mean,
6.
the thing is,
No. I need to put
I feel like
7.
some teams are ultra good at it, but then some teams, especially this is a map
Yeah,
that feels
7.
like you have to have the right heroes to play, right, Shib?
Yeah, it lends itself
Then
into
4,
some more
then
bunker
1,
comp stuff.
then New Blood, then 5, then 6, then 8. And I haven't seen
that first attack.
I haven't seen Original Sin.
Through that choke and just take off angles, put yourself in height.
Yeah, Ragnar Resurrection Season 2 is gonna be fucking fire.
So that's the thing.
I was so happy with Resurrection, bro. Like, it was like, usually shows like that in the context of like a sequel series, they're always like way worse than the originals, but it's actually my favorite season. Am I playing some ranked up to this? I don't know, maybe. Gotta be the Trinity Killer season. That's season 4. And I don't know, I didn't like the Trinity Killer as much as other people did. And I didn't like the season 4 ending that much. You seen Cal said Melee Slop is easy and they should be deleted? Well, of course he's gonna say that, he's a hitscan player. And if it was easy, he'd be like really good at Daredevil and Black Cat, but he's not. Because those characters take like a lot of skill and time. Like any hitscan. It's just a different skill set.
I've mentioned even early on when Cat came out, just in Scrim side, if you portal through the health pack side on your attack early on, that like first health pack you see when you come out of that first shed, and I'll try to highlight it.
Cal is one of the players for TSM.
On their height, giving you an immediate
seasons 1, 3, and 4 best Exer seasons. Yeah, I can see that.
Very difficult to push through. That's why we see a lot of 0.1 holds here. So we'll see if that happens for them, as the double gambit ban is a must.
Yeah, I mean, the double gambit ban's always happening.
Gilbert wants another Hella meta? Yeah. Awesome, that'd be fun. I bet he does, because he has 4 hitscan players on his team. Wins 8.5 bingo? We could do that after these Ignite games. Hey, when people say DD is button mashing?
Yeah, I think you need to find something else for the duelist.
What's your favorite food?
Some of this pace down. There's the save of Black Cat. So
I really like gumbo.
Here in the Americas region.
I like mala tofu as well.
Call out that you mentioned. It's just seems like a good match.
Asian food.
Black Cat right now has been.
I like Cal.
Dominant.
Yeah, Cal's fine. I don't really have an opinion on him.
He's the problem though, Shib. They're gonna ban out the Jeffy boy on We Lost side.
I think he's a good player at hitscan.
Rocket also still available, so that's a very early ban of Jeff.
Illuphobia would have a hard time becoming a flex CP. Yeah, I mean, you don't gotta convince me, show.
Yeah,
8.5 next week, yes, shawarma. I actually do like shawarma chicken. Shawarma chicken is good.
If you want to run a less healing focused backline, so I like that for them for sure.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll see if it actually pans out for the side of SSG, because I mean, those switches.
How do we make Black Cat balance?
Late, right, that's the only problem. But obviously, there's multiple solutions to every sort of problem in this game. That's
probably make her orb take 200 instead of 100.
Right now, is that the meta's not fully figured out. Mantis available for We Lost to go for the tactic again around that character, even though they didn't have to play it last map. Venom
probably
so a little bit more targeting towards.
Maybe make her ult timer from 10 to 8 seconds. That's probably all I do.
Yeah, and then the save there of the Daredevil for Space Station. They liked it last
Yeah,
time.
Indignation. I don't know why you bet on our team, bro. I bet you can guess the answer to that question, though, based on the title.
Which I think is a good ban. It worked
really well. They're going to compensate buff Gambit next patch? Yeah, probably. Or they just won't nerf him again.
In this tournament so far, it's been kind of taking a step back in the meta since the damage changes on the guns. But yeah, either way, it's going to force them into a
Oh, you know, buddy, I'm just a fat, worthless fucking chunkus loser.
Well, but it's just not as much impact for their composition.
The grab should be 200. No. The grab was 200. The character would be so much worse. That's like a really big nerf, like massive.
Well, practice that on it, and if you play the dual Vanpool for sure, like it feels like you can afford to have Necroids on Devil Dino, like you mentioned. Like it's just a little bit easier of a comp to make work. But right now we just need to see maybe those dives come through with Milk Boy a little bit easier.
I almost bought a
Black Cat,
I almost bought a Monster Dying with Venom E jersey.
Right, a lot of focus towards Luca this time, and then also making sure that the one-sided Devil, maybe also.
What does that even mean?
But right now the problem is that we see that Trap pull come out against the Devil Dino that we've
no,
heard about
Monster like
amazing.
actually has
We
some of the
haven't
most
seen
like
it until
highest
today, until
fucking
this match, I think,
damage per 10
specifically where
stats
that
I've ever
hard
seen
counter
on
has been
tanks. It's
happening.
like crazy.
Yeah, and I like the Wolverine start. You've always mentioned in the Americas region, we kind of have a lack of Wolverine players. There's some strong ones we could
Once
highlight.
Monster
I mean,
realizes
really
there's
good
stuff in his
too.
back
There's,
line and needs
there's
to
more
wait a
across the board,
second to
but
do
not a
stuff,
ton, as compared
my
to some
boy
of
will
these
be a
other
gob.
regions. So I'd like to see that off rip here outside of that
You
pretty
skibbity light
traditional
not chungus,
from,
thanks bro.
Space Station. And yeah, we lost
See
Luca
Monster
on that Venom
Q's with the
man down. He's
cheater.
going to go on the cap route, mask on the Thor.
Yeah, early ultimate
Right.
committed and Jetward already takes down Renko at month. I mean, they built the jackpot instantly. This wolf is like, yo, where did my
Hi,
freaking
Jazz.
team go, dude?
Good
They're
to see
all
you.
dead. In the spawn doors, I will return. Just like Dracula
Thanks, Illuminati.
himself.
Everyone got deleted instantly. Jitward finds 2. Just the dive
No, Monster's a
on
god at
defense, I think
Panther.
it's
Like,
really
let's not
hard
play
to
like
make
he's not
work,
the best
but
Panther in the game.
Really good timing there, and which is what We Lost does, man. Jitward setting up, prepping the back line, calls out now. 3, 2, 1, get in there. And the strat line is completely focused. Everybody turned around. Will they find value? Instead, Jitward looks like he will get taken out. Necrise finds 1. Milk Boy again with 2. Nectar. And now the attack starts moving forward.
Yeah, nice fight to Milk Boy there. I mean, this is a very close spawn hold, though, because of the fact that
Monster's
you
one
get
of the
two
best
fights
Hulks I've
here.
seen. He probably
Thinking
is
about
the best
macro
Hulk.
again, like, yeah, we lost
I mean,
do. They go for spawn camps and,
him or Card.
I hate to bring it up,
But
again,
it's
man,
it's much easier to
with
say
TSM
Card because
last
obviously.
season, in the preseason, rather, that we saw spawn camp on this very map. We can see if that happens again. Portal play comes through, though, from Yawi Lost through Zatex. If he goes down, that could be bad for the side of Yawi Lost because Portal is now used. And finally, SSG have some momentum moving forward.
This is a really good start here.
Okay, if you're talking about
SSG.
content
Nectar with
creators,
another
if you want to
big
count
phrase
Monster
out
as a
of
content
Mount.
creator, then yes, he's the best
Milk
Hulk, and
Boy
it's not
finds
close.
Mask. Luca goes down. Necrise again. The dinosaur has been unleashed and absolutely walks through point 1. Well done by Space Station to figure it out after those early fights.
I think a lot of that goes on Milk Boy. I think he had a really good first fight, or second fight rather. I guess is the first one was very fast. He came through. He found the Jitward trying to fall
Covered
back.
Monster
and
because the
was
take said
capitalizing.
I'm
So
shit
if
compared
he
to him, and I
keeps that up,
tapped
like, I
in.
actually think
Wow.
SSG's chances might
W
be
Glaze
okay,
at
especially
Monster.
against this Thor comp, where a lot of the power of this comp is going to be Milk Boy's hands.
I think Dino plays great in the Thor too. Zanji, Renko find Luca and Kendrick early on once again.
When is DD
Space
better than
Station
Cap?
have it locked in. Xantho pulls Zanji, down goes 1. Milk Boy with a 2-piece now, and
He's better
Milk Boy trying to
into
get out
like
of Vanpool, who needs it
dive.
at this point. That's that Milk Venom who just seems to walk
And
through
Black
the
Cat's better than
nether
everything
two-piece
else
early in
for the
these
most
fights, and
part.
that's
Black Cat I
back
think is
now.
better into Luna White
Get the
Fox
farmers
as well
farming
than
right
Daredevil
now.
is.
See if we can keep it up, right? I mean, SSG, you know, they do have the problem
Black
with
Cat's
Wolverine,
probably
I
also
guess, is
better
that
than Ultron.
on these like more open maps, it's harder to get these ults off. But the reason why Central Park's such a good map for this character is because it's way easier to actually set up these ults. We'll see
Like if I'm Jetward here.
fights as SSG again have to deal with the counter dive against Yawi Lost.
And Milk Boy
I'm
just
probably
setting up
going
there.
Black Cat over
Jitward
DD
on
into
the
their
mark.
comp.
With that vision through walls.
What's up, X?
It's big
How's it going,
indoors, and that could be a pick, but no, it's matched back. Now Nectar finds the first one onto Zatex. SSG up a number. Let the devil out committed.
You know, Elsa's the highest win rate
Unleashed
here.
by Month.
Yeah, I did know that.
Forward pushing. Will it be enough? It looks like Jim. We're
Character's
going to come out
broken.
on top on his Zanji. Now, yeah, we lost. Has no more answers.
And I wonder if Zanji's going to keep this up. Nice job from Jitward to find Renko as well. They hit the jackpot towards the very end, and Milk Boy trades back Xantho at the very least. So Xantho going a bit aggressive. Everybody on the side of Yawi Lost does. You can notice that they're kind of ignoring
you have
some
deflect,
players,
no?
especially that Wolverine,
Maybe he was
but Necros
greeting.
trades it out, and honestly, not bad so far out of SSG. They're stabilizing in the middle of all these fights when it feels like it's all lost.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. SSG still holding on to that ult. Zanji's ult could be huge here. Nectar with the Glartrox as well. There's no answers right now for Yeah We Lost. They need to make something work here. They want point 2. So a ton of time on the clock. Oh, this could be the combination. Waiting here on the Shroud. It forces out.
He should have ulted that guy.
Combination there from Kendrick. Going to keep the team healthy for the moment. Milk Boy does have Feast. There's that ultimate. Last stand.
Okay,
Able to
never
find
mind.
one. Nectar and Renko now. Milk Boy gets a third. And the point is still scooching forward. Will they take it now with a meter left? Just might.
Well, this is nice so far. I mean, what SSG are doing are just trying to play full.
Zanji should be on Daredevil.
It's pretty straightforward, and yeah, we lost. Play style is also straightforward. They're like, okay, we want to hard hit together as a unit. Send the white.
The way
box
you
in,
beat
send
Yeah We
Zatex in,
Lost
everybody go
is
ham.
you protects Daredevil, and then your Daredevil just has to be a god and do everything. Like that's like the easiest way, because you are just unmarked. No one ever looks at you. I mean, actually, he should be on Black Cat. Yeah, he should be on Black Cat, but it's banned, so he has to go Daredevil. But no one on their team looks at you, so you could just run over their backline over and over.
The commitment now. The feast of the business. Milk Boy does land on a few. Luca, though, going to be the first one to get a pick on a Renko. And we lost up a current number. Out goes the Kamiho Unleashed. Glartrox instantaneously into a wall. Not going to be able to get a pick off that. Zanji just trying to build this ultimate 40% in climbing, but both teams kind of at a standstill at the door.
Yeah, I mean, they play it so they wait out ults. Yeah, we lost. They're going to commit all these ults. SSG know that as long as they don't go down, they can play this patient. Everybody's back. The strats are in a healthy spot. Yeah, we lost. They're committing ultimates. Let them do it. Try to come back in with your own. You commit that Devil Dino ult, but at least everybody's still healthy with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go.
I hate Wolf here.
As now a copy available.
It's like Wolf is like bait good. It's like good, but it's not how you like win.
Yeah, teams have adapted on this map to holding right at this door here instead of the staircase, and it's been working a lot throughout Ignite. Nekrise able to find the first pick onto Kendrick. And once again, now SSG up. Renko with the dance floor. Goes to damage boost for that last few moments. Jitward trying to find this pick. Nectar and Nekrise get 1 month now. Joins in on the fun. Nectar
by Thor into Dino.
With the double, and this point will be moving up that staircase.
Because he wants to pick a character that can make a lot of use out of the chaos of what's going on, and Thor can take angles, he can disrupt people by like moving them out of position, and he has a lot of front-loaded damage. I don't exactly know why, but if I had to guess, that would be why. They also don't have the Dino of their own, and he's just a solid brawl character. They're not matching Dino because Dino's banned for them.
Hulk to try to help peel off the counter dive of SSG, play a little bit slower.
Yeah, it seems like just removing the venom from we lost definitely messed with their flow a little bit here. Zatex tries to get one. Will be able to find
like Thor is just terrible in enemy comp. Normally it would be, but if you're playing like we lost is and like everybody's in and there's just so much chaos and everything, it's not as bad as you might think.
Shades of Cart Lover, right, going back over to the Hulk, and
yeah, but none of that CC is hitting the Thor.
He's a different player, different guy.
I mean, some of it is, of course.
I think he said in the last interview. So he's coming into his own, and like you said, that change up with the Venom ban has stopped it for now. But maybe the Hulk could enable them as they again want to go forward with this Mask Ultimate inside.
There goes. Got a Thunder. Lands takes out Renko. Able to find one as Nectar now trades that back onto Kendrick, and that's a strategist. Yeah, and the point is actually moving upwards and onwards. Zanji finds Mask. That's just a tough look right now, trying to push forward. The point is going the whole way as Milk Boy was there. Tex tries to just make this work out, but now a strategist protection. Luca's going to be able to find one, though. Mid-ultimate still holding on. Shields up now. They're ready to retake. They're up a number, but they can't move. And no, they are going to be able to set up here. SSG with 2 ults up. It's into the invisible boundary from Xantho.
Yeah, Nectar could be huge this fight, Shib. Ultimate available, Glartrox to pull everybody outside of it, but same thing with Zatex. Defensive side will have the edge.
Yeah, and honestly, the Dino does a pretty good job into the boundary, too. Jitward onto the Cat, drops Nectar. Luca now onto Month. And this is a huge hold. Overtime has begun. Yeah, we lost, have come into their own. Zatex with 2. Zanji finds 1. As they're all going to be battling on point now. The portal plays will be committed to push off, trying to make sure they can't stay out of but OT is still there.
That's what I was saying.
Zatex finds Milk Boy. And
the
OT
notice that
ticks
earlier.
down, but the portal does land in time. The dance floor is there to keep the team happy. Will they be able to stop this pace? I'm not sure. Huge Glartrox, but it doesn't do much.
It pulls them off invis boundary here. Nectar has to play it slow on the backside. SSG's prioritization of the cart.
Ooh, good grab from Zanji.
Because Mask goes off the map to Zanji and Renko
finds Jitward. Oh, even.
Wow, Kendrick gets 1 here too.
This could go anybody.
Both
or
still battling
anywhere.
On this point. Xantho drops Month. Nekrise
it's still even.
Xantho. Zatex onto Nekrise. Nectar now. It's so back and forth, and they leave the point for a moment.
Wow.
And they cannot get all 3. Well done from Yeah We Lost.
Every game is just gonna be a banger today. I feel like, holy. I mean, Milk Boy looked like the cart, like he's like, you betrayed me. I was touching you. I was all over you, and you betrayed me like that.
Check the tapes. Check
the tapes.
Actually, though,
able to hold on. That's tough. As we look across the board
Hulk's
here,
gonna have been with Exile
because
he was on it. Yeah, probably.
Coming in hot here on the Elsa. 18k damage. Necro's doing the same.
To go
on the
for
Dinosaur.
web zip
the
cluster
comp that they have right
no
now
uppercut.
is looking really, really strong.
If there's no obstructions, like if it's flat ground and there's no obstructions that's like blocking your ability to bunny hop, that's the easiest one to do.
Oh my goodness.
You can control your speed the easiest that way.
Playing well around, not running the Penny
You can
Parker
control your
stuff.
speed by like the timing of your first
I
jump.
like how they've played. Like I said, this team is
follow-up
running through
jumps, I
Milk
guess.
Boy right now. The
I
Milk
think
is running
Shackles?
through
Yeah,
the
I think
veins,
so.
Milk is running through the veins. What they're going to want to do here,
Zanji's
I was talking about that portal play through the health pack.
Yeah, maybe.
What they're going to do likely
so.
is Milk Boy might set up mines up on the height where the portal would come out. This is a strategy I've heard teams electing to chew to try to shut that down.
Also, they could
That
just
would be
pick Penny in
insane.
general.
Let's see if they
Like,
decide
Penny
now.
is
Keep it low, but yes, you can
broken
actually
into
spread the mines
Yamilos.
up there. So maybe just kind of seeing what the plan is.
True. Spread it like a plague. Plague of bubonic penny mines. I don't know. That's. I mean, like this team. I think we lost as well. Need to figure out how to play around Luca and this Hulk a little bit more. I mean, at the end there was a lot of prioritization for Milk Boy towards
Penny's
the cart.
broken.
There's the pole on the backside, flanking the health pack to make sure they cut off the healers back here, Shib. So they take a bit of a different strategy, probably in a similar vein, though.
Gives him an escape point too, and able to find Jibward. I think actually might have been exactly what we were just talking about. Try to portal through and gets caught. Not sure if we can see where that location is. Freeze comes out, and now is there from Milk Boy with the melee onto Luca. Another, make it a triple for the Penny. Finding a ton of value. Necrise takes out Mask, and really well done.
Don't put the nest there. Wait, that's horrible. No?
They are doing it. Yep, they're protecting it for the portal. It's just going to be there 24/7. No portal play for you. I love it.
Oh man, this Black Cat's going to be in
I guess.
How does Jibward adapt, though? Because you have to play it super slow, right? Especially now they have two melee characters with the Hulk and then Thor kind
Penny
of
Dino,
well.
yeah. Have fun playing fucking dive into or brawl into Penny Dino.
This is where
Holy
we
shit.
lost struggle. They were not switching quick enough. Kendrick going to start the fight and walk them forward with the test, as they are at least getting a second tick on a point here. Both sides of the team, at least SSG dropping back together. Nectar finds a pick on a Xantho though.
Oh, he didn't get his
huge
jackpot.
pick onto a mainline strategist. Kendrick on an off angle trying to keep the team healthy, but they won't have the sustained month.
Yeah,
where Necrise finds one. Mask and Zatex trade at least two, but Nectar gets another, and Renko and Nectar clean up the rest. This is some really smart play here as they reset the mines once more.
Yeah, Monk just bailed out Zanji too on that flank.
See, what needs to happen now is Jitward needs to go Spider-Man and hook Penny off the map.
Off of the Black Cat, realizing they can't play it anymore. They have to switch to something that has a little bit more range at the very least, even though it's still a melee specialist. Can they deal with it? This is the problem they dealt with earlier on. You talked about them having to go Moon Knight or something to deal with Penny Parker. Right now, is this going to be enough, Shib, for we lost two now? Have
I mean, you can't win.
It's still a ton of time. They do have two ticks too, so if they, they are going to be applying pressure to them on every time.
I mean, we can't win.
Oh, wow, Nectar's Zanji say not up in here. Month now on a Jitward.
We have to swap. We have to swap. Like we just have to.
Goes down, and this is some really solid defense. I am loving this bunker.
This is like the biggest comp gap I've ever seen, bro.
This is looking decisive out of SSG. A flip of the century. Penny Parker.
What does SSG stand for? Space Station Gaming.
Nectar's just kind of sure, but still just absolutely taking it to Zatex. Zatex looking like he's struggling for the first time this season. At the moment, a minute left to go. Lartrox is available. You can get an off map if you can even get in versus these Penny Parker mines.
They're all built up now, so we're going to use this to walk them forward onto that back line. Going very low. Necrise does pay for it as Mask finds that pick from the Thor now, but again, mines have been spread, and the whole side of the dive is going to be terrified to get onto that point, and you see that right there as Month finds Jitward. Nectar doing a great job just finding value, dealing so much damage to all of these huge vanguards. Goodbye here to Luca now, who goes down, but the Glartrox on the Nectar's massive and off map. Zatex, one and all there. Is that going to be enough to get them moving forward? The point has three on the side of SSG. They're still holding it for we lost the mine.
Wait, did I answer? It stands for Space Station Gaming. I don't know if I answered that.
Another pick here. Zatex and Zanji now trade back and forth, and again here as Jitward finds one and Zanji again.
Nectar could still bring this back in. Glartrox.
Oh my God! How many did he get?
Save the Zatex. Down to the baby Hulk. Okay, but wait, Kendrick's still here. 1 versus 2 on the.
No, we're not winning.
Can he get the freeze? No, he shut down the.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
That was insane, dude. Milliseconds, almost almost made the hold work out. Wow.
It wouldn't have mattered, actually. It wouldn't have mattered. Because Kendrick had
Renko almost made it work.
Deadpool.
But honestly, really well played by We Lost to just understand in that moment they needed to make sure they played safe around that center console, the natural cover, get that pick just moments before it comes through, gives them the point. Nectar trades with Xantho as Luka gets another.
I mean, both these Elsa players are like actually putting the teams in the back. Like it's just moment by moment. Heartbreaker.
I feel like We Lost is gonna get worse as the game goes on. Like they need a new Swiss Army knife, or sorry, a new like. They just need a new weapon in their shed, bro. Like they play the same way every game,
slow, waiting for Necroz to get healed
and
up,
yeah, they've like found a way to like make it work. And the addition of Black Cat has like really helped their draft a lot.
Milkboy gonna start up here with Alt walking forward again, trying to spread some of these.
But it's like, man, I just feel if Black Cat or DD or ever not like hard meta, or God forbid both, this team is gonna be in trouble.
Necroz goes down to Xantho, and We Lost this one. They want to end this right now.
Dream title incredibly accurate, I can't lie. Yeah.
Point 2 has been capped.
Oh my god. I mean, this is the
Why is Penny not working?
First point,
are we trolling?
I don't know if we have to commit that much to like okay, on their attack for SSG, they like did a good job. I think prioritizing objective, at least Milkboy did. Now that's not. I mean, like you mentioned, Jib, they got one fight. I mean, that's just such brutal macro play out of SSG. We'll see if this will give Jitward more space now that they're off the Penny Parker. And with 2 minutes left to go, like they're just playing ultra slow. This is worrisome for SSG now.
Yeah, we can look now. Xantho taking the space early. Nectar makes him pay for it. Luka onto Zanji. Necroz, just so back and forth here. These teams putting everything on the line. 2 minutes on the clock here for We Lost. A very difficult point to push. But SSG got it at least up the stairs. It's a defensible position here. Nectar finds Luka, and now up a number once more. SSG with a ton of ults, but look at both sides. There's a ton of playmaking opportunity across the board here.
This is the first fight that like to be on the cart, right? Like this cart's been going uncontested. I feel like the fights have been close, but look at this. We Lost set up on the flank angles. They want even their strats back there. They need everybody all in to make sure they get the KOs, get better ultimates. They want to force Renko or Month into a battle spot.
There's that initiation. Heavy now goes Milkboy on the anti-venom. And there's the Glartrox now from Nectar. Finds one onto Luka. Luka might be able to hold on here. Is able to escape just with a sliver of HP. Jitward trades that and actually is able to find one through the chaos. Got a Thunder, goes out. Mask again.
Plays Dino and We Lost.
Very difficult ult to find a ton of success with. Luka onto Necroz now.
I think Mask is the one who plays it
are just keeping their vengeance and are staying hot here and will clean everyone
and it's banned against them. They didn't ban it.
Potential final fight situation. Why not be the case here with UNI, dog?
Oh my god, yeah, this could be the nail in the coffin. Zatex could shut everything down. Nectar maybe feeling the pressure too. Early ultimate now. SSG need to not get caught, and obviously Month's going to be a big hitbox. It might be easy to hit. Milkboy could go off with a big anti though. Last fight territory basically. Maybe Portal going to be available for We Lost to come back.
Switches in composition here. SSG has heavy ult advantage. The idea would be to try to force out as much as possible through We Lost, and then come back in with a portal play. The Glartrox goes out. Xantho, Milkboy.
Wow, what a freeze.
Great exile. Nectar able to take out Mask, and SSG they did commit a lot here. They do only have Month. The portal play needs to come through. We Lost has time for it. They will not have any ults really in this fight. It's got to be some huge playmaking from these duelists to find picks without anything, as Month has an answer and can just use that Kamiho Unleashed in the neutral if need be, if they're tracking properly.
I think they stunned the portal too. I think somebody went from spawn to stun it, but it was Nectar or somebody.
No way.
Mask has to touch. He's dead. Was it with 3 seconds? The overtime's at least ticking, but now they're down Mask in this fight.
Oh, what a cancel. Shout out to whoever made that happen in the moment. Didn't have eyes on that good call, my friend, as we see Zatex now moving forward. Everybody's playing very safe. Both teams nervous. The commitment goes out from Luka. Necroz able to find one. Nectar now finds one.
SSG wins, yeah.
2 down here as they're still holding. Zatex though finds one. Month
wait,
back.
portal's back.
Xantho, not a lot of strat opportunity here.
No.
There's the portal now, and it's gonna end.
Penny Parker is broken.
We are heading into another.
Like, are there any story mode games you enjoy playing in your free time? Yes, I'm a big single player guy. If you could pick a character from Street Fighter to be more Rivals, who would it be? No idea.
Which we just went to a
why We Lost not playing Dino?
I don't know. We're going to Convoy, meaning I wouldn't be.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's banned for like they can't pick it. It's banned for them. What's up, Bruce?
And the pick will be in.
Yeah, I'm trying my best, too. I really like Skyrim, Baldur's Gate. I liked Red Dead Redemption back in the day.
We're going to a short break. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Like, why aren't you there? Go help them? Go help who? That be Sean? First time I catch you not rerunning in a while? Yeah, I got like a weird sleep schedule. Play Tomb Raider? Nah. I actually got like a whole backlog of things. Let me see. Yeah. Here's my backlog for retirement whenever I'm done playing. And this is also like after I like I'm not gonna do this if I don't have like good viewership either. Like I'm not gonna fucking play these games like 20 viewers, you know? I like just passing by, gonna go try a new Fortnite season. Alright, buddy. Have fun. What's up, Walkie? But yeah. We had Night Rain? No, we cannot add Night Rain. I'm not playing a roguelike, bro. Is there any games that I'm missing here, chat? Did I try out Hogwarts Legacy? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, we can add Devil May Cry. I've already played GTA 5 story mode. Recommend Monster Hunter? I can check out Monster Hunter. Resident Evil? Yeah, I've never played a Resident Evil game. Except I owe Sophia Resident Evil 9. Sekiro? I've already beat Sekiro. I've already played a lot of Gears of War. I already beat all the Souls games. Actually, I haven't beat Bloodborne or Demon Souls because they're not on PC. Lust Goddess? The fuck is Lust Goddess? Where's Roblox? It's not going on the list. Please remove Dying Light 2. Is Dying Light 2 that bad? Bloodborne was so good. Yeah, I've never heard anything negative about Bloodborne other than it's in 30 FPS. My ex got me RE5 and now nobody will play with me. Unlucky. Ghost of Tsushima? I could throw up Ghost of Tsushima. Overwatch stream win? Probably won't be for a while. I'm not like a post. I just don't like Overwatch anymore, bro. I've played like thousands of hours of Overwatch. I'm kind of good off that, you know? Hogwarts Legacy has an amazing world, but the NPCs interactions kind of suck and the stories are rich. I agree. That was my impression playing it. And it didn't feel like it didn't feel like I got anything special for being Slytherin other than doing Sebastian's questline sooner. I've already played the Arkham games. I could throw up Silent Hill. Have I played Cyberpunk? Yeah. I haven't played Phantom Liberty though, and I could like replay it, I guess. I could throw up Cyberpunk on there. I played it like on release. Nier? Maybe Nier. I could throw Nier up there with like an asterisk. Spider-Man games? I beat Miles Morales and beat the first game, but I didn't beat Spider-Man 2. Astral Chain, Heavy Rain, I don't know what that is. Let me Google these games. It's a racing game? I'm not playing this shit. Yeah, no, this looks terrible. This Heavy Rain. 10 years ago? Hello?
But even times, as
it's a Telltale game. Yeah, I'm good off that. What's my favorite Souls/FromSoft game? Okay, here's my Souls tier list, okay? Not including Demon Souls or Bloodborne because I haven't played them. It's Elden Ring is number 1, everyone knows that, and then Sekiro is number 2, and then DS3 is number 3. You could argue between Sekiro and DS3 which one you like more. It changes for me every day, but these two are like neck and neck. Then it's DS1, and then am I missing one besides DS2? I don't think so. And then a massive tier rake, DS2. DS2 is like legitimately one of the worst games I've ever played. Like it is not like just a bad Souls game. It is a bad game. It is actually terrible. It is a horrible game. Play Hello Neighbor. I play the Portal series. Oh, the O10 is not a joke. No, like we went O10 and Ignite. Like we did not win a single map. We went O5 against the teams and lost O2 to every team. Elden Ring over Sekiro is a war crime. Kappa fucking meat, bro. Bro, like... This is, like, look at the boss lineup in Elden Ring, like... You know? How are you gonna sit here and tell me that this game doesn't fucking clear Sekiro? Like, Sekiro's an amazing game, but it's not Elden Ring, bro. Like... Elden Ring is like a once in a generation type of game. People glaze DS2 just to be contrarian? Exactly, bro. DS2 is actually like one of the worst games ever. It is so bad. It is so fucking bad. Yeah, Archangel, that's what I'm saying. Ever played Night Rain? No, I'm not playing a fucking spade like a what's it called?
Once again, SSG
roguelike.
Is winning Central Park, tying up the series and keeping themselves alive and kicking. Let's talk about how they got it done. I think it all started already here in the ban and lock phase. SSG banning the Vanpool, very targeted onto
Elden Ring is actually a fucking dog shit boss. What does that even mean?
A wonderful Penny Parker out. Dogman,
once in a toilet cycle? We're just hating Elden Ring for no reason, Spooku. Spooko.
Yeah, we haven't had this good of games, I feel like.
Boring final ball. Okay. Yes, Elden Beast was terrible, but there's so much positive, it like doesn't matter.
I love every second of it as we are.
Have I played Evil Within? No, I've not played Evil Within.
Some unique
Is
stuff.
it good?
Teams are still trying to figure each other out in the ban phase. I think we saw some success there, getting rid of the Venom.
Rage baiting? I'm not rage baiting.
It seems like it's shaking things up. Both teams down to OT before point 3. Shows me how much they're leaving on the line here.
Yeah, and MVP goes to Month. I think Month and Renko both had such an impact in this particular match.
Fire Giant is also terrible.
Month was playing well. I think map number 1 as well. You know, same thing as Nectar.
No, Elden Ring bosses are goated, bro.
Just,
like,
you know, now the team's kind of.
I haven't even beaten the DLC, but like Mesmer,
nervous, but, you know,
fucking Radon, right? both versions of. I haven't fought Consort, Promise Consort Radon, but I imagine he's fire. Base Radon is fire. Rykard, Bale, Placidus Axe.
Huge
like,
game out of SSG that map.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, it was great to see Nectar swinging.
Have I played the Gears of War trilogy?
Well.
Yeah, I have.
Like the last,
I love Gears of War.
More on the side of the Zatex, onto that Elsa, but Nectar. I mean, that's just filthy. 56k. What are we doing?
27 finals is nuts. That is a lot of final hits. I'll tell you that. Might be up in the record conversation for this stage. But yeah, I mean. So many good stats across the board from both sides.
Like DLC Radon
was
Liddy, although he was hella difficult on release.
Even into the Penny stuff early on. Necryze with a ton of damage blocked there, taking 72. That's just what
Elden Ring bosses are peak from software design. Yeah, I agree. Prototype? I've never played Prototype.
Yeah, I wouldn't even.
I'm not listening to song requests right now, Jay. Someone refund Jay.
Counter Jitward, because they're never running anything else. I mean, I think their solution is kind of like what Nightmare would do when they would play like Ultron stuff against Benny Parker.
DS2 over Dark Souls 3, the PvP was crazy.
Why do you
is someone in my chat actually typing that Dark Souls 2 is a better game than Dark Souls 3?
during the quick break that perhaps they panic, where they scared? Is that just like them thinking?
Why do you have the right to vote?
Kind of thing? Like, what's the
for
deal?
Penny? Do you mean for Penny? Yeah, I think Penny's just a lot better on point 1. They ran it again on point 2. I think that's just because
what about
they
Alien
have
Isolation?
For Milk Boy. But
Never played Alien.
Penny,
I could put Alien on the
merchant
list
on that map because it's just very difficult to see the
Hey,
spawner.
I will not take any
Wait, do I have
Penny
Dead
Parker
Space on here?
slander like that. Okay, first of all,
Yeah, I do.
merchant? You're a freaking Emma Frost in The Thing merchant ship. Okay, I wouldn't talk crap about my Penny Parker like that, buddy.
Well, now the question is, where do I take us next, right? Because it's gonna be we lost. Who get to choose?
Oh, museum.
Where would you take us? It's gonna be I don't want it.
Oh,
it's gotta be.
Wait, no. I saw Central Park again. I was like, wait, why did you get it again?
The only thing DS2 got on DS3 is the hub. Okay,
let's
Majula is like top 3 HUDs.
Okay, now we can react.
It's worked.
You're
Us
pretty fired at that.
overreacting with nothing. I do
Yeah, sorry, pulling a Joe Rogan. Whoa, he's hurt! No way!
Listen, in our
crazy,
defense, though. It's
Yeah,
been
Archangel
using
legit, like
contemplation
actually.
literally almost all the time. So
I think it has something to do with Miyazaki too. Like Miyazaki said that he doesn't like making sequels after Dark Souls, and he wants to like keep adding like making new worlds. I don't know why he doesn't like sequels.
This is, we talked about it last time we saw Racco, which is funny because we actually saw it recently. It was the last time we were together, but it's a dive-heavy map. There's a lot of escape routes with dive, so you use those portals to your advantage. So, that's definitely on the table. They like that kind of stuff. This is the kind of map you need to have in your, but you want to have some sort of unique map that teams don't practice as much because it gives you a slight advantage, and I think that's what Yawilosser is doing here.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one.
DS3 feels too samey
Islands, but I guess
everyone is doing the same.
You're doing well on in
only a few bosses made that game enjoyable, and they were DLC. I mean, a lot of the base bosses were good. Like,
yeah, we actually saw it in the match between TLC and Stickdrift. Yes.
DS3.
Yesterday. Yesterday. Time flat circle. I don't know what's going on anymore. I do know though that we are fighting.
Okay, Abyss Watchers were like decent. Aldrich was decent. Wyvern was obviously terrible. Champion Gundyr is goated.
So let's see who's gonna come out on top.
I don't recognize this wolf. Oh, this was terrible. Crystal Sage was terrible.
Seeding's still important
this
right
was
now
terrible.
As we head into the ban phase. I think the bans were good.
Don't know what this is.
Last time.
The Deer was goated.
Double banned
I guess he's DLC though.
Again, something that
Beacons was terrible.
Space Station changing nothing, getting rid of Jeff.
Dragon Slayer armor was good.
Really
Half-Light was horrible.
Yep, it makes sense.
Udex Gundyr was good.
I think that
Nameless King is fire.
Really consistent.
Osiris was decent.
They want to keep their Devil Dino out in the
Pontiff Sullivan was fire.
I think we lost took us to this map.
Soul of Cinder was fire. Vort was good, and he has like the best theme song in the entire series.
Kind of my assumption.
Wolnir was terrible.
Yeah, there is
and then Yorm was decent.
Advantage to Penny, like you can mine off.
Yeah, so there's like a
but that's not guaranteed as much.
Decent.
Right? So whereas in Central Park, it's like they're always going to
base game lineup. But if you get to the DLC, it's like S tier, S tier.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, this is also a base game. Lori and Lothric.
Gonna make it more tricky to run Penny.
Demon King was like mid, S tier and S tier. They had like 4 or 5 S tier fights in the DLC.
Daredevil going to be the lock for Space Station. And removing Elsa Bloodstone, who honestly Glartrox off map.
We lost for Saint Black Cat. Interesting. Yeah, I like the second save DD though.
I mean, we talked.
I don't like banning Jeff though. I swear banning heal pool is better than banning Jeff.
Second ban or whatever.
It makes the Jeff weaker, and if you're gonna get DD guaranteed, you could just run over the Jeff. Freed gave me cancer. Dude, Freed being a stage 3 fight is crazy.
You can throw down traps. The Glartrox is big, like you said. Ensong Inferno, you can shoot out of the sky. And then, we lost to protect the Venom that you mentioned about them in the last series.
I think that's big. Yeah, that's big for them, I think. I think they found a lot of success.
I don't like
with
sequels.
Venom, applying a ton of pressure,
basically Dark Souls for the
to get more free.
It's a little bit different than that stuff. It's a little disingenuous.
They removed that last time, forcing Luca onto stuff maybe not as comfortable. Besides, the Hulk looked really good, but the Cap was struggling maybe a little bit. And then the removal of Strat Pool from Space Station at the very end. It could be the Van Pool, but I think
Bloodborne having some of the best DLC fights and some of the best soundtracks.
For banning out
I'm sure it did.
The counter to Devil Dino, and then
at least PCR is like easy. Freed was the hardest boss in Souls.
Leaving
PCR.
some things open for Milk Boy, so that will be interesting. If what's been sort of a priority for them in the first 2 maps. This is kind of something that we've seen in a best out of 5. I think this team's reacting like this over the course
not
of the
right now,
series,
but I guess I will in the future.
Domination to Convoy Convergence.
I hope we either requalify or another team
like, okay, it wasn't hero problems, it's map problems.
One of the two.
And once you lose a Convoy or Convergence
what is your opinion on Pokeflation?
Both teams kind of thinking about that.
Yeah, touche. I'm fully with you there as we are looking at the rough composition.
Every team's poke player is apparently some god who needs to be free.
Coming out to play.
I mean, pokeflation is a real thing.
You know, I talked about essentially walling off.
It's been kept in check by Daredevil, Black Cat, Captain America, Tankful, and Venom.
Stratline's going to try to stay on top of it. Yeah, right now.
So that's why like I'm so nervous about them nerfing Daredevil and Black Cat. Is the game will just be terrible. Every single game will be front to back, like poke garbage.
Together and try to sit so they cannot walk through you. We'll see if it works out, but Dinosaur and Penny is a big problem, man.
Oh, PCR's Promise Consort.
Can Milkboy and them keep playing it to a very high level?
I never played against Promise Consort.
Lost playing it straight up too. Mask finds Zanji earlier on though. Zanji going a little bit too far on the flank, and a nice job by him on the Vanpool, Deadpool. Monk removes Kendrick.
Yeah, they're turning this corner quickly. I don't always like holding side as kind of some teams electing to not do that anymore. I think we saw Team Liquid Citadel just keeping it low.
Coming to the dash.
Oh, mine's almost landed there for Jitward. Good comms, but we see immediate, slower pace. Now trying to decide where to go. It's just trying to force out these mines, and that's the difficulty of running Cat into Penny like this.
Giving a lot of prioritization towards Jitward. Is it going to pan out? Wow. Jitward goes to the sky, does dodge those mines, and gets two immediately. Holy.
Ew. Oh, good. Jitward looking for another pick here. Luca finds Nectar. Zatex now on a Necrise. Luca again on a Milkboy. The whole team gets swept here, and this is a very fast push, buddy.
There's the problem we talked about with Penny Parker stuff, and maybe teams not as comfortable running it. SSG have the portal play back. Milkboy's going to go over to the Devil Dino. Zanji now into the Wolverine. They touch last second. Here's the portal, and everybody flies on out of there. But yeah, we lost. Need to set up their dive now.
Almost 3 minutes on, right before they take this first point. Jitward's going to find Milkboy now, and again, yeah, we lost up a number early. Almost has ult advantage here. Almost have ults coming through, but not if you get KO'd like that. What a shot. Zatex drops Zanji. Renko finds one. Zatex again on a month, though. Zatex going to be showing up here. Luca finds Renko, and they will take this point.
And this is an excellent, I think, ban phase from yeah, we lost now in hindsight. You know, obviously they lost the Deadpool in terms of strat pool, but I mean, there's other ways to counter Devil Dino. You know, on the opposite side, you know, Elsa's such a strong character. Yeah. And it just feels like that is really biting SSG in the butt right now. And we're seeing now that I think everybody was kind of right in that Phoenix so far hasn't been as strong as
Elsa, one of a kind.
At least this patch, but a lot of pros
Bandy makes amazing games. Well, Bandai Namco is the publisher. The people who make the game is From Software.
But it's not as much into Dino, right? The percent-based damage.
Sorry to give you like actually put up my glasses.
We see Jitward
whatever.
Looking for another pick, playing safe, but down to 30 HP, still holding on, almost makes it work. Necrise going to find that pick, though. Ults heavily here across the board. There's the commitment with the
like 115
Monk matches back at this moment. Milkboy does get that Vanpool.
Yeah, I mean, Elden Ring is also much more replayable than Dark Souls 3 is.
Some success, but at the moment, yeah, we lost.
That's only natural. It's just a bigger game.
For Xantho, Renko matches it. Necrise starts with a rampage, but nobody's getting picks.
Yeah, this is a bunch of ults committed to, yeah, basically no appeal, like you said. Milkboy does throw out that Van Hammer. A lot of ults, at least push back the side of the yeah, we lost to moving it forward. We talked about SSG's biggest problem right now has been a macro level. But I guess Milkboy on the Deadpool has not been a problem. I mean, this guy, there's a reason why it was banned so far. He's looked good on it. At the moment, though, yeah, we lost her again going for a hard gauge.
But it's tough going into Vanpool when you miss the whole first point in terms of experience, right? You got to play the catch-up game a bit, makes it more tricky. So they're probably going to try to play as passive as possible. Jitward, though, bringing out the calling card. Nectar finds Kendrick. Zatex on a Necrise. Nice tackle there. Oh, what a cancel! No. Zatex able to drop Zanji in the sky. Gets for a third, a fourth here. Zatex, come on now, is going to potentially pull this whole thing through on the back of a huge Kraken impact. That was so massive with a Penta.
What a massive reset, like you mentioned. Huge work on his Zatex, the Bucky Barnes player for yeah, we lost. And moving to third phase, we talked about this team doing well.
Like a DP Spider-Man Magic Blade all good.
The hit scan characters. Now for SSG, and it's been a little bit, now we can say a bit more of a quiet game from Nectar, but they need to figure out.
They probably still would. And it depends like how good. Like, could you imagine Blade or Spider-Man being stronger than Daredevil? How good the game would be.
We might see it of other teams, but
Phantom Blade Zero might be the closest thing we'll get to Sekiro 2.
I'm curious how this kind of turns out for him.
Nectar drops Zatex here. Start them off on the right foot. SSG.
Wait, Zanji, you have Daredevil.
Final point. Van Hammer goes out. Monk able to take out Kendrick.
Zanji, you have Snowflake Daredevil. I mean, I guess Ultron's like really good here too, but like...
just goes right for Nectar there. We're trying to mark him, I think, at that moment, but there's that dive commitment immediately gone invis. So difficult to keep eyes on the cat.
Yeah, and one of the most evasive characters in the game. Actually, probably the most right now. At the moment, yeah, we lost. Keep setting up Lucas on these dives. See if they can actually do so.
Black Cat is like arguably in a lot of instances more mobile than Spider-Man is because her double jump isn't tied to a cooldown. And it gives her movement speed, and she goes higher than Spider-Man does on his.
They literally can't hit you. Month finding Xantho here. SSG now going to be up.
And she gets like 275 base and shield regen.
Sure anyone's able to
and Spider-Man just gets fucking meat.
It's being taken and owned here by the Dinosaur with a buddy.
Spider-Man is terrible.
Using that now as the whole team starts up. Kendrick gonna walk with it coming off the back. Zaytax trying to make it work. Dance Floor is gonna slow that pace. The points almost gets all the way through. Tries to own that space, but it's matched right back. The damage boost from Nectar with the Dance Floor is going to be enough to sweep the entire team. Necrise, a lot of commitment from that, though, as they use a ton of ult combination. Renko, Milkboy, Nectar, and Necrise had ulted in that fight.
Yeah, they got to the very end, too. Good cap of the cart. And I like the switch up, at least having the Ultron so far. I kind of question it, but it's been good. I mean, yeah, we lost. They're definitely lacking some of the extra damage with the
I agree, Archangel.
You know,
whenever I play Spider-Man, I feel like I'm trying to play the game 40% harder than everyone else.
Everybody is kind of feeling the pain in that KO potential not really been there, but
yeah, granted it actually is.
SSG, we have Zanji in the sky with ultimate available though.
Dropping back with the team, knowing that it is out, trying to keep them protected, and if that pick comes through, it would be disgusting. Instead, it does not. Rage of Ultron likely going to be matched here in a moment. Waiting out this ultimate, still on the point. Damn, there's that Rage of Ultron now to keep the team healthy and then turn it around on one of these dive characters. Instead, just keeping that focus on the front line now, driving them backwards. Good kite there from We Lost on the reset.
It is so hard to play dive on third point convoys because they could just get to their spawn.
Can't get in there, and if they focus on Nectar, he's got the hard pocket, or they got the hard pocket. Meanwhile, Milkboy's in Narnia by himself, throwing out the ultimate, distracting the backline, make sure they can't support Jitward on these dives. So it's an interesting decision from SSG to kind of hold this spawn, but it's working at the moment.
The commitment now. You should just see the amount of invis just constantly being popped here. Luca looking for that pick. Zaytax able to find Necrise. Milkboy takes out Jitward, though. It's a decent trade back and forth, but losing a Vanguard for a Duelist. What a freeze there to stall a little bit longer. Zaytax trying to find the frontline pick, but Milkboy is just topped off 100% HP at all times. And almost gets that pick on a Nectar. What a teleport there from Month. Kraken Impact is available, and it starts now. It finds Milkboy. Will they be able to keep this going? Zaytax, can it happen again for a 5-piece? No. Now it is going to be matched back. 60 HP, forced to drop backwards. Good location right there.
Yeah, I'm curious why he dropped back towards that inside angle away from his healers, but now they come back in. Dance Floor better for the attack.
Like when you get diffed by Spidey, that man just got it.
With the one shot, no.
Zaytax able to take out Nectar through that.
I think Daredevil's fine. I think Dietek's firm or personal power. I think Daredevil's also fine if you're going to have the current power level of the game.
On to DD. Now the Angela from Necrise comes into play. Renko finds Kendrick. Mask.
How has Necrise been on Angela long enough to get an ult? That's crazy.
Renko, it's back and forth again, but Milkboy still on this point. Using that ult to stall. Still healthy as can be. And almost gets another pick. Instead, Nectar's able to find that on a Mask. And this is an insane hold. But
I don't know,
OT starts. Can they make this happen here?
I mean, everybody towards the cart. Portal has to come through now from We Lost side. The Venom has to run away. 1 HP Nectar hits the shot. Devil ultimate. Daredevil ultimate. And they find the KOs, though. Runs around, tries to find Milkboy, but he is taking infinite damage. The heals are there. Nectar.
Yeah, me too, Illuminati.
1 and 2.
Zaytax might be able to make this work. Nectar, though, trades it back into Zaytax. Mask holding on with a strange great portal positioning there to cut off some of the LOS of healing. Jitward again onto Nectar. OT still very low, but they might be able to do this. Oh my goodness! Jitward is able to find 4 and push it through in overtime. Wow. And you need to portal like that. Back. What a play!
Ain't no way. Oh my God, Zaytax with somehow a 3-piece in that fight towards the very end. The Bucky gameplay looked phenomenal, and then, you know, oh geez, the heal blocks there at the end. Everything culminated in, and yeah, we lost full cap, which they got held there at that like last point for about 3 minutes, Chip. So huge work done by We Lost, and this was honestly a good hold out of SSG till the very end. So tough spot to be in. They have to bounce back now. But if any team can, it feels like the mental fortitude of SSG has been pretty solid throughout the series, especially after winning that last map.
Wow, that was, like you're saying, I mean, the hold was immense, but the just clutch gene that we see there from We Lost coming into fruition. Now they're going to be on defense. And, you know, I just think in general, Yeah, we lost just plays so strong on attack. They struggle, maybe not necessarily struggle, but they're not as strong on defense because their comp is so dive focused that it can sometimes lead to them giving up free space if someone's on card, etc. But outside of that, they just look so good. What an attack there, Month with the ace for the side of SSG, but I'd say those duelists still absolutely putting in work.
And if viewers, you guys have any friends or anybody stuck in ranked, get them out. Make them leave. Whatever. Take the loser queue because you need to tune in right now and watch Yowie Lost versus SSG because this game is a certified classic of Stage 1 and can determine whether or not SSG make the playoffs. So huge implications on the line and a really fun matchup too. Can't miss it.
And here we go on the attack this time for Space Station. They need this win, folks. We are at game 3. It could not be more clutch. They need to provide right now. Try to get some early time on this point. Point 3 is so difficult to attack. They want to try to make this fast, much like we saw from Yeah We Lost. Jitward setting up on the dive. Same story for Luca. Now they engage at the same time. Notice how the attacks are always then a 3-2-1 count happening together so that they can't pick the right target or they're at least more confused in these fights.
Then pulls them into the back line to Renko. Zatex there with the follow-up again. Nectar goes down early on. And with that, again, they have to give up a lot of space that they just controlled. Milkboy also falls. So with him off of the dead pool, and they're sent away, at least they find Luca in trade, but he's back fast on Venom. Surely.
I think it's safe to say Bucky's just very much back in this meta. There's just been so much strong Bucky play, clutch Bucky moments that I don't think he's ever been gone. That new alt buff change, bringing him back to 20% KO, has just been absolutely huge. Nectar making the change to Bucky as well. Milkboy finds Xantho. Zatex finds
Did Sin play? No, Sin play after this.
Now looking at Nectar for a third, potentially 4 here. Zatex cannot be stopped when the Kraken impact is available.
Yeah, he's been going off. Zanji, though, kind of wants a piece of the pie of the KO feed. Does go down eventually to Luca and the target.
Zatex is just taking meat and he just doesn't care. Because his gun character has like 500 HP. W.
Yeah, we lost trying to want to win it. Hendrik pops the ultimate, at least forced dance floor, but he goes down to a stun play. So he at least forced the Luna Snow ult, but that could have been maybe bad if we just trade one for nothing.
Result is better, Black Cat or Black Cat. Like definitely Black Cat.
As we see Milkboy try to take out Math, does so. Jitward onto Zanji. Nectar and Month get a 2-piece.
I mean, it actually should be Bucky. I think Bucky is a really healthy hero for the game after they removed the grounded. The grounded was horseshit, but
you know, they've been fighting tooth and nail for this payload, for this objective. They're finally getting on moving forward. Jitward finally has to go in with the ultimate upcoming fight.
What's up, Aaron?
Does have to deal with Month and that White Fox ult. Maybe they have something to kind of deal with it.
Milkboy now, beginning with 1 onto Kendrick. Goodbye to the strategist once more. Zanji, Milkboy once again. This dive commitment together is clearly working out. Nectar.
Who's got to go is Namor. Namor and Bucky kind of serve the same role of being like anti-dive gun options, but Bucky is way healthier for the game because he doesn't have AI that shoots for him.
See if they can find their way through point 2.
When do you play again, Light? Like July, unless I get signed by another team, and then it would be in like September.
And these off angles instead of hard focusing on just peeling.
I'm trying to learn DD, being a Spidey man, and having an issue confirming kills. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know. I'd have to watch you play. Exclamation point coaching.
Available, seemingly always available, just dealing so much damage. Zanji tries to escape, does so. Well done.
I heard Nectar is playing, but who is he playing? Sure, what are the names with Nectar unless I'm dyslexic?
Quite the tongue twister.
Yeah, Nectar's playing right now. He's on Bucky.
Still on the table, instead not electing to use it. Just fighting in the neutral, getting a pick on a Necrise. Potentially Milkboy with a huge pull and grounded. What a play there. That was disgusting to look at.
You know Bucky shoots meatballs, but I mean Xantho's just, or not Xantho, Zatex has not missed a single shot. This is how many X starting characters names, by the way, do we have in this series?
It's so tricky.
We have the X-Men right now. I can't believe it. Holy. Yeah, we lost though. On the defense, right? Finally, towards the spawn yet again. They like to take unorthodox positionings when it comes to holds. So this is again already towards like where the cart got capped out. For that little tree boy. Let's move on forward.
Yeah, I really liked that pull that we saw there, right into the grounding from Black Cat. It was a really disgusting combination because you don't have the ground on punch anymore. Oh, there's that ground right there. Milkboy not able to escape. Instead, letting use Feast to stall a little bit longer. The whole team going to commit as the Cameo Unleash goes out the dance floor as well. It's time from Renko.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to get this thing moving here. Renko trying to find some value through this, potentially switching to damage boost for a combination.
Why so long? That's just the timeline that we were given. Man, I'm worthless. Yeah, me too.
One goes down. Zanji, though, says not up in here, deletes Zatex, and finds another Milk Boy onto Jitward, and the point is moving once again.
Yeah, everyone playing around that Dino Ult as well as the Daredevil inside, and able to get that bonus HP, make sure that Jitward can't get resets, and now we're moving on. Nectar now go over to the Psylocke, of all things, off the Bucky, to try to help, or at least try to maybe play for his own life. Also keep that damage out.
Well, Jitward just goes Daredevil now, and just runs him over.
And Zatex specifically, he's been trying to focus this Venom, trying to focus his Devil Dino. Nectar has his ult ready to go.
Nectar on his Xantho here. Zanji finds 1-2, and again, early start, but it is having the Psylocke in play. Is this going to be the answer they need to get this thing the whole way? It seems like it. Nectar finds 3. Nectar's so good on this hero. Hasn't been seen a lot in the meta, but outside of it doesn't matter. When he can play like this, that's going to be 3 now, trying to find the way to the back line. This pick would be massive.
Yeah, trying to dive yet again, like you said. Deal with Jitward. Cart moving on forward. Nobody be able to touch, by the way. Finally, they run in, get grabbed by the Dino, shoved away. And Zanji again onto Xantho. Jitward falls 2, Zatex with 1, but he's not been able to get anything in terms of when it comes to these dives of SSG. It's looking so clean out of them right now.
It's like an aim training sim right now for Nectar, who is just going to walk through and find another 2-piece after the Quadra. Just value here in the neutral, all while just holding left click and tracking through something like the dive from Jitward. So really well played once more. Alt advantage going to be up here for SSG with Milk Boy and Zanji. They'll have the answer of the dance floor from Xantho.
Like a xylophone out here. Meanwhile, towards the cart. We need to commit. I mean, you can see prioritization towards that payload too. Really early ults from we lost. With that dance floor against Zanji's ult, he goes back away. Understands he forced the Luna Snow dance floor. You have the advantage. Just being fine with yours.
Zanji now committing heavy. Zatex and Mask now have ults. They gained time and don't have percentage on Nectar. Gets another pick though. Zanji onto Xantho, and this comp switch is really working. Zanji wants more with 2. Oh my goodness! Just popping off. Renko now in month with the last 2, and they're still walking, but only a minute on the clock. This is absolutely a hold potential here for we lost, but SSG, if they keep this up, they can't be stopped right now.
No, and I think Zanji's playing a lot better. I think the strategists of them are playing better.
All right, sorry about that, chat.
A little bit too, you know,
yo, Mr. J, thanks for the sub, buddy. I appreciate it, bro. 1v6 Venom ult? Yeah, man. I literally, after I saw that, I was like, why would he not just combo with his Luna, like, right afterwards?
Again in the neutral, on to Mass, just so much
Stellar Blade? Never played Stellar Blade.
Neutral Psylocke, which you don't hear a lot. The big ult plays.
Why is Jitward so in Black Cat when they go Psylocke? Bro, they're on DD and Psylocke. Go fucking Daredevil.
Force some stuff out. Necrise with 2. Renko finds 1. Xantho's able to trade with 1, but it may not be enough here, folks. There's not a lot of space for this. You can't lose right now. Zanji takes out Jitward, who I believe ulted in that. Did. Oh, what a pick. And Necrise takes out Mask. They may be able to tie this up.
Oh my god. I mean, Zatex has to go off with Luca's ultimate to try to stop SSG. TSM praying that doesn't happen for SSG, though, as they have ultimate.
Final fight. Everyone's nervous. Jitward's first dead.
Oh, Nectar not able to make much work.
It's even.
Finds one. Zatex on the back line. Takes out Renko. Luca drops Month. There's a trade back now. Numbers are even at this moment. Strategists fall. The portal plays are coming in. Zatex trying to get another pick here. Looking for what a punch.
Wait, Nectar is just killing everyone. Oh, Jitward got him. No, we lost wins. We lost wins. TP's coming back though soon. But I think we lost still wins.
Fight again, folks. Can they make this happen? SSG are not giving up. Necrise trying to hold on. Zatex in this off angle now. Looking towards the back line.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that freeze. Zanji!
Oh what a freeze! Jitward gets Necrise too! Wait, we lost it coming back into it off the back of the Bucky! And he gets another one! Overtime goes away, the portal isn't
okay, Jitward just killed everyone.
Jitward again in the KO feed. Nobody on SSG's side can come back into it. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
We lost to the saviors of TSM. They stop SSG from winning and they win the series.
Oh my, it's been a while, but are you not entertained? What a fight at the end. It goes back and forth to the point I thought SSG had it, and then we lost. Jitward comes in and gets 3 again, clutching up in a moment that was absolutely
Alright. Fire. Chat, what do we do in the downtime into the next game? I think I uninstalled Spider-Man. Yeah, I did. It would take too long to reinstall it. 100 fucking gigabytes? Yeah, unlucky. DD guide and practice range? Bale, yeah. Watch the Genji montage you made? No, I'm not booting up Elden Ring, bro. I don't think I have Elden Ring. Mr. J, I can't. Yeah, you can't. God. Do I even have Elden Ring installed? Yeah, I don't have it installed, bro. Play Minecraft? No, I'm good. Look at all these Assassin's Creed games, bro. Deadlock? No, Deadlock is horrible. 10 gifted, you beat Bale. I'm not beating him. Not right now. I'm not installing the game just to boot it up and fight Bale. I'm good. I don't have enough time, bro. The next game's gonna start soon. Hop on Roblox. Yeah. Like, were you a wizard in Elden Ring? Nah. I was, I tried like every build just to like get like a feel for the game, just to like try everything, and I always gravitated towards like fire builds. It's a year ago. I've already seen this. Yeah, look your voice on the top right. I can't watch this. This just makes me sad, bro. I'm gonna get depressed watching that.
Necessary.
I'm already depressed. This a FIFA 16 song? I have no idea, bro.
Yeah, just an absolute problem.
Oh man, I don't know. This just makes me feel bad for Nectar too, and like the whole team on the other side.
Yeah.
Is his music copyrighted? Yeah, it probably was too. Unlucky. Rip YouTube.
That was a phenomenal game. He wasn't missing a single shot. Like he really wasn't. And I know that Bucky.
Yeah, I did New York over.
For having the largest like hitbox in terms of a shot in the game, but he really wasn't missing, and it was just a living hell. It looked like for Necrise and Milk Boy, who just got
You think Brawl should be meta? Yeah. I think all styles of play should be good.
Yeah.
And then
what
for
are you saying?
curds, right? Like it's like when milk goes bad.
Yeah, curdles.
Curdles.
I just.
Oh shoot.
Yes, you got really close though.
We got there. We were halfway. There's 80%.
Yeah, but it's great. It's great to see the Bucky coming out there as well. Obviously, I think, yeah, just in general, across the board, I think there was a real good willingness from each of those players, like make adaptation, make switches when they were needed. I don't think either of those teams waited too long with their respective switches, especially here on Araco.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the stats right now, kind of just enthralled. There's just so much huge performances across. Yeah, I mean, just the performances across the board. I mean, look at Nectar 21.
No, we good. YouTube, never take down live stream. Time to remove it from the VOD. I'll remove it if I get like an email or something. I have inside information. Cyclops will be a strategist. Well, random YouTube chatter. I hope that's not true.
And they're willing to reset on command if need be. If the fight's not going
we need more DPS.
Try to get value and then reset together.
Realistically, guys, I'm not even trolling.
And it just seemed to work out for them.
There are more supports in this game than DPS. Not even trolling.
Like, they just they play to win. Like they're not playing scared. They're just like, you know
like,
what, all or nothing. Let's just commit. Like let's end in. And SSG on the other side do play more passive, more calculated.
It's not
so they're
Kappa
not
meat.
quite as willing to just like eat themselves at the opponent. But that's what makes we lost so entertaining to watch.
Like,
it's that teamwork, it's that team play, and of course the individual.
Look at all the DPS in this game, okay?
Joining us now for a quick chat.
There are 1, 2, 3.
So let's bring Zatex into the mix.
Hello.
There they are. Hello and congratulations.
4.
That was
5,
incredible.
6.
First of all, how do you feel? Because this was really
7, 8, 9 DPS. There's 9 DPS in this game.
I mean, I was feeling that.
How many supports? 1, 2, 3, 4,
earlier, and, like,
5, 6, 7, 8.
I mean, it was a bad loss. We should have won, but we just didn't.
9,
and I don't
10, and heal. Oh, 11, 12. 12 with heal pool. No, Namor's terrible, Kenny.
I mean, it certainly looked good from where we were sitting. Like, this was a really fun match to watch. I just want to quickly ask about the map choice here, because most teams are taking us to Museum of Contemplation. You guys opted for Araco as the last map. Walk us through the thought process here.
So we usually choose Museum as our map, like everyone else, but we decided to do Araco because we just have good scrim performances on it. But also, I think we've only been playing Museum, so I think SSG was expecting us to pick Museum, and we just want to throw a curveball.
No, it's super smart. It's incredibly smart. I liked your guys' ban phase too. I don't know if it was necessarily going after Nectar or what. I like the Star-Lord ban out. I think that's a huge play. Even the Elsa to try to help you guys with the percent-based damage stuff. And then your Bucky, man. I mean, we touched on it a little bit. Your Bucky was just lights out, right? So, can you talk about Bucky in this current meta? Do you think up in the conversation?
Wait, what's the title? Who hurt you?
Before you jump on that train.
I think Bucky is really strong right now.
100 Thieves, Sentinels, Swamp,
instead of like Elsa and Star-Lord,
NRG,
I mean, like,
and
the character that most hits against are playing
who else
right
bent me over and
so,
took
and
away my innocence?
Forgot that
I forgot
like
about all of them.
Character still, especially when Dino is in the game. You can just like perma shoot him and just farm your ult fast. Like there's like a lot of like, I mean, the hook. If you hit a hook, you just like win the fight almost. Like it's just
Aaron, you need to chill.
I think
Jesus.
The character is still really insane, but I mean everyone just forgot, and I just thought that it was a good pick here, and I just kind of.
You think you could have beat?
I haven't played it.
In
I don't like a week. I just wanted to pick it.
You were trolling so hard. We need more DPS. It's the most objectively wrong thing you've ever said ever. Cinerez, bro, you can't fall for that bait, man. Okay. Let me just clarify, because there's actually people who don't understand sarcasm or satire. This game does not need more DPS. It just does, like, we need to have like 6 months straight of no more DPS. But what we need to do in response is we need to buff the shit DPS. Because in all reality, there's only actually like 10 pickable DPS. The other ones are just all an illusion. It's not real. You pick more than half the DPS roster you're throwing the game. There just needs to be reworks, and there needs to be major buffs. Like, Magic has fallen off on her fucking sword. Like come on, bro. No, I mean, things are so close. Like, there's a timeline where we would have went 4-1 in preseason. Like, we were very close to going 4-1 in preseason. We like won the first map every single series. And then stage 1, like, we had every series in our hands where it was like winnable, except for Swamp, and map 1 against FlyQuest. But I think if we were in the other bracket based on our scrim results, we would have beaten SSG. We would have beaten, no, not SSG. I don't know how we would have done against SSG. We never scrimmed them. But we would have beat TSM. We would have beat, we lost, and we would have beat Extinction for sure. We have like really good results against all 3 of those teams. But then again, we had really good results in preseason and still lost, so who knows? It wasn't just on one person, Illuminati. And we lost as a team.
Well, fair play. I mean, big congrats to you, Mr. Zatex.
That they just won, and in what fashion they've done it. Like, this was an incredible performance across the board. It's kind of crazy to hear him saying, like, I don't even think we played that good.
Halo campaign evolved?
Yeah,
what the fuck is this?
W like PR training, because that was some really clean interviewing right there. I mean, they looked really good together, but staying humble, I respect that too.
Yeah, a humble king. We're all.
Are they remastering Halo
we are
again?
not done for the day, even though it feels like this day has been going on forever since all the matches are going the distance. We have one more in store for you. Energy Shock versus Sentinel.
$50 for what?
Fourth place in Group B, so everything on the line for those two teams as well. You do not want to miss it. We're heading into a break, and afterwards we should be right back with the last series of the day.
There was Xbox Live Game Fest. Well, what is this? Oh, you want us to pay $50 for a remaster of Halo 1? What is this, remaster number 3 or 4? Like, fuck off. Watching you on stream and listening to you in clear comms, I really appreciate your mindset protecting on the game. Gotta go, good night. Thanks, Cal. Appreciate it, bro. That wasn't like TSM, Cal, by the way, guys. Just YouTube chatter. Blade's Bloodline form should have perma wall hacks, more movement speed, and do way more damage in return. She should give himself bleed, not receive healing at all. No, that'd be horrible. I heard the Oblivion remaster was terrible too. Wait, is this like the same game? Wait, what the fuck is the difference? Wait, why are there escape the backrooms and backrooms escape together? Alright. Forza 6, horrible. I don't get people who play Path of Exile. I would never. Dude, the skill tree is the most complicated thing I've ever seen. You played Gears of War? Yeah, I love Gears of War. At least 1, 2, and 3. This is like trash. I don't know why anyone would buy this Halo fucking shit. Halo is terrible, bro. We need to grow up. Why is Skyrim still $60? Huh. Bro, Steam is crazy, man. New God of War looks amazing. Bro, the memes about the new God of War game are so funny. I'm sorry. Like, if you play the Isles of Monster, I don't even know what that means. Bro, where do I go to, like, see more of the popular games that people are buying right now? Isn't there, like... Wait, Resident Evil 4 is $10 right now. Yo, who got me? Promise I'll play it on stream. Someday. Wait, I can't. Am I not old enough if I'm 2012? What? Alright. You play as his wife, the one who inherited the axe from? Yeah. What's up, Cypher? I'm not playing right now. Gatekeeper? No, this game looks fire. Yo, can this guy like play the game? Gatekeeper gameplay demo. I typed Gatekeeper. I'm just... There we go.
Heavy tank, big two-handed clay.
Bro, I'm like legit. What? I guess no one's like made any videos on it yet. Like, please slime Zeong. What does that mean, slime? Watch the developers play. They're just AFK. I mean, I guess we have like the worst browser thing ever.
The NA groups of Marvel Rivals Ignite Stage 1 deliver not 1, but 2, 3 map bangers thus far. Why stop here though? I might start sounding greedy here, but guys, I feel like we've got another promising series coming up with Energy Shock and Sentinels. Are you guys feeling another 3 map series? Shib, what's the vibe?
Yo.
It has to. At this point, yeah, I think
Ian.
it has to happen. We
or
have brought the luck upon us.
Lano? I don't know which one it is, or Logic, or whatever. I appreciate the 10, bro. Thank you so much. I'll just call you Logic.
Might as well milk
Thank you so
every
much,
last
man.
second, but I'm telling you what, I'm having a blast, and I
Really
kind of hope
appreciate
that's
that, bro.
the case.
So do I. And Dogman,
Slime
I know
Rancher
you're
is
always
goated.
here for a tight series, even though you're about to lose your voice. But that's just the price. we pay for
Halloween the
entertainment,
game.
Isn't it? Let's talk about these two teams because
No
Energy
way,
Shock and
this isn't
Sentinels,
horrible.
they're fighting for that 4th spot, so it's a win and in situation for these teams, which means everything is on
Oh, it's
the
not even
line.
out yet.
Energy Shock, while they did lose earlier this week versus Swamp Gaming, they certainly made them work.
We all
for
know
it,
it's gonna be
winning
horrible.
100-0 on
Lonnie,
ranked,
does that go
one
straight
of
to
the
you? Yeah, it
rounds of
does. Yeah, it does.
domination,
Thank you,
which was
Lonnie.
Very, very good for them. Yeah, so overall, what have we learned? What is the big takeaway from the
Deadass,
series
you should
from
play
the last time we
Sifu.
got to see them in action?
Yeah, I've seen
I
Sifu.
think they can be good, but it's kind
Play
of
Overwatch,
very
Kappa
reliant for
Meat.
energy in the ban phase, kind of like a lot of other teams.
No,
but
go straight to
energy
me, Lonnie.
specifically.
Appreciate it, bro.
You know, they just have to not screw it up. Like sometimes in the past, I feel like they've relied upon it. Also, they're going to rely heavily on Stinkers. I mean, that guy has been amazing this tournament. Absolute grinder behind the scenes, and just really the best player on the team.
You got to get
the strategy line is also beginning better.
TCG.
I think they have a good chance of
Simulator,
winning today.
yeah.
They're kind of on a different trajectory as Sentinels. It's just a matter of, you know, how fast did they improve in the previous weeks? How much did they get better? And, you know, it's also the coveted matchup between Madara and his ex-teammates. And, I mean, there's a bunch of definitely, like, you know,
play
people that
Doom?
been
I have
around the
played
block in
Doom.
terms
I
of
never
teams
beat Doom
now at
1.
this point. So this is going to be a fun one for sure. And I think NRG have a good chance at winning it if they've really improved their potential that they definitely have had over the past couple of weeks.
Mostly negative.
Yeah, and something.
Wait,
of
we're on
course, that
7?
Also Mello from SG
What happened to
pointed
Black
out
Ops
in the
6?
winners interview after they won against
Because wasn't
Energy
5
Shock,
Cold War?
when
What
was
the
it?
fuck happened with
2 days ago?
6?
I don't know anymore. But yeah, just noting how these import players from Energy Shock, they're playing on ping, which is kind of crazy that they managed to make it so close against our top team ship.
Yeah, it's very difficult to do. You know, I think the idea is if they do make it to playoffs, they'll
Give
you know, have them
customers
come in to the
deodorant.
States and play on some cleaner ping. But yeah, it's so hard, especially reactive as a strategist, trying to handle some of the dive stuff, land some big cooldowns on necessary landing of cooldowns. But I will say, even on ping,
All right, I guess I'm
some of
not
these
permitted
matchups,
to
they've
look at
looked
any Steam page
disgusting
ever.
in the back line. So can't imagine what this team's going to look like with everybody in the States together. Hoodie and Aztec, shout those two out because I'm telling you, they're good. We're going to have to get
Lot
our
of
eyes on them
shit.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I agree.
Absolutely. Now, if we want to take a look at the opposition here, Sentinels. That is the team they
I'll
have
be
to
right back,
get
chat.
through and the team they need to beat. Sentinels had an up and down journey so far in this stage. One moment they looked like they got it all figured out, and then suddenly they may have overcooked. Obviously, we got treated very recently to Ry-Mazing's Iron Man, like they were just flying around having a good time.
Yeah, you know what? Iron Man looked like he could have joined the meta alongside Penny in other weeks, but maybe not as much. Like, it does feel like there are some easy counters to it if you just play, you know, some certain swaps. I think at the very end, you know, of the last series, we saw that maybe you can counter Devil Dino comps and stuff, but you know, for Iron Man, it's not been as strong. But regardless, this team, I think he can play the Daredevil at a pretty high level, and we've seen how good Daredevil is. Even if, like, you know, you go down a lot, it's kind of a part of the character. You just have to create space for your team, and, you know, for Usher too. Like, that guy's been amazing. I think another standout Elsa player. It's obviously easier to stand out as the hit scan, I think, this patch, but regardless, this team has to play heavily around Usher, and it's going to be a tough map on domination. They almost beat FlyQuest in at the very beginning of the week, but it's been a bit of a rocky road, as you mentioned, Zoe, for the squad.
Yeah, they almost beat FlyQuest. It was a very close series, and then just the previous week, in week 2, they won. They had that 2-0 victory over 100 Thieves, where they looked just phenomenal and lights out. So yeah, up and down for them, and this one's for all the marbles. So I'm sure they're coming prepared. Now here, of course, quick look at their match history so far in the preseason group stage. It was Energy coming out on top. Then the playoffs, Zen got their revenge ship.
Yeah, I think both these teams kind of play to each other's level. I think Sen is kind of known for that. They just like step up when they need to, and then, you know, they can sometimes step down to the level of teams. It just kind of happens that way. But they run the very unique stuff. I mean, they have the Penny Parker play. They have the Iron Man, which I can't even believe I'm saying out loud, but Ry-Mazing is just literally Iron Man. This team is really good, but Energy, again, a team that's more fresh together as a unit, the new backline, but they have just looked very solid. There's some weeks where I think they're an absolute contender for being at the top 3. And then there's some weeks where I think they're not. That's not the case. So, you know, Sentinels came out on top 2-3 in the preseason playoff matches, lost to them early. I think this is going to be, you know, settling the score here. Who gets the best 2 out of 3?
That's right. Someone is gonna get the crown for now until they meet again. They will not be meeting again, of course, in the playoffs, because only one of those 2 teams is gonna make the cut. So the other one has to wait with their revenge until stage 2, which is quite a long time to sit on a revenge arc, but what a great story it will be. Let's talk about what we want to see from both of these teams. Dogman, something you just mentioned when we looked at the Energy roster, so I want to start with you, is that something actually that you pointed out in their last match, which is their lock and ban phase. It could be more targeted. I think you both talked about in that match that it seemed like Energy Shock plays this a little bit like the beginning of the meta, a little bit defaulty, I believe was your guys' words.
Yeah, I mean, I think Swamp Gaming's ban phase against Energy was a bit, I think, different, to say the least. They did a lot of different things that we saw in previous weeks. But for this week, you know, obviously they're going to be playing up against Sentinels, which I think the ban phase might be a little bit more simple versus Swamp Gaming at the time. I think, and we saw yesterday versus 100 Thieves, it was kind of just get rid of characters that aren't Star-Lord, let them play the Star-Lord and see if they can play it. Eventually they figured out and they can play it. But versus Sentinels, it's going to be a different story, and kind of throughout this whole tournament, yeah, you talked about it, Zoe, they've had a tough ban phase.
They have indeed. Let's see if they can clean it up for this last and all-important match. Energy Shock versus Sentinels to close out our day. The winner will be moving
Crimson
into
looks
playoffs.
like a Midwest
Guys,
Railyard worker.
What? Photo finish. Please take it away.
Okay,
yeah, I gave up on COD at like Black Ops 2.
This was a little more simple though, right? Like this is just you win, you get into the playoffs. We're gonna see some removals here. Gambit makes sense to me. Phoenix on the side of Energy Shock.
Guys,
and
whatever
Sentinels
team
lock in the rocket. So that's how it starts.
like
I'm surprised
whatever team loses here,
but it seems to be the case.
People are getting shot. People are playing for their jobs right now.
For the previous weeks, and we're getting the Phoenix bans yet again.
1 second.
Because both teams just thinking Phoenix is very good. And Phoenix is good, don't get me wrong. But you know, that's also around the playstyles of both these squads. Star-Lord ban coming through for Energy Shock side, whereas Sentinel's focusing more on the Mantis, preventing some of that triple comp that we could see. But for Energy, I wonder, you know, how much they've relied upon that. I think the Star-Lord ban might be a little bit better, but also the Mantis one is probably a bit more focused towards NRG.
Yeah, see, I don't have the stats in front of me. Sentinels like running the triple stuff. They like default to it sometimes when they're struggling, and but I do think they find a lot of their success when they're running more traditional 2-2-2s and do some different stuff with their compositions, which, you know, I think that we might see. I think we could see the Penny. We could see the Iron Man again. I think the Star-Lord lock with the Rocket is a really good answer from NRG Shock into the triple. So if Sen wants to run that, it's going to be a dicey situation for them. I think, you know, maybe they'll notice that, but the lock-in of Cap is huge for Crimzo, who really does enable them to run more of a divey stuff. They usually struggle to do that when Cap's gone.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I think they need that for sure, and that's the last protect coming through towards those Vanguards. You know, I wonder how that's going to be, though, because we've seen at least the focus on keeping your Vanguards on heroes they're comfortable on not work out so far throughout, at least in the SSG series.
Fired Zeong
get that early Dino protect. Doesn't pan out for them, and we're going home. But for Sentinels,
they probably look at how much money they make from this game from their Gruner skins and like, yeah, Zeong, you're doing a great job.
NRG, Shib, what do you think on that? I'm kind of in that boat.
Yeah, I think just for kind of reading your opposition, they did the right thing. Like they have.
Which modern COD has the best
run the Cap, but they have a lot of solution to triple if they want to run that. They have comfortable picks for their team. I think it's definitely a win. But then, you know, we go back to the conversation on Sen. They seem to perform well when Crimso's on that Cap, and that is going to be the case.
Yeah, I would extra
set up our first 100%. Map of domination.
All right, well, let's go into our last series of the day. It's been a nice long day today, which is you know, very fun, I think, for the overarching outcomes, because yeah, both teams are now challenging each other. You know, are you gonna play the Black Cat, or are you gonna play the Star-Lord for the side of NRG, I believe, because they're the ones that banned out the Star-Lord. And you know, that's a really good question. You know, how good are these Black Cats? How good are these Daredevils? Can we go for these full dives with everybody else? It's going to be a very interesting ask that I don't know if both teams can actually answer confidently until they win this series.
Yeah, see, you are going to see here, and I like this, we're going to see Crimzo with Rymazing on the dive. I talked about, you know, I do think this team is a lot better when Cap's on the table, because then they can fully commit onto that Domin, maybe on the Dinosaur to help peel that backline a little bit while the dive goes through. If Ryan Crimzo are on their game right now, it could be a good start for them, and the opposition for NRG. Just across the board, this is tried and true, but they're running that triple backline instead. Window's going to be on the Hulk. Stinkers on the dive with the Cat is able to find one. The Domin's back in. Hoodie now takes out Rymazing, countering that dive quickly with the Jeff. So this triple solution might be working, but this time for NRG.
Yeah, I mean, they get to counter the Devil Dino with that Deadpool strategist role alongside playing just triple with very strong characters. You saw how strong Jeff was. Hoodie just coming out on the Jeff. So far has been
he's
so
gonna die
nice,
now.
and you know, the Sentinels are already sent back, right?
Oh, he didn't by himself.
By one, they've been blasted by water, cooled down on such a fiery map. As Usher does trade one, that's not enough.
Yeah, full reset here for Sentinels. NRG up on percentage, 10% and climbing here. And they have Aztec's ultimate available for this early next fight. That's going to be a big advantage for them, and that's the value of Strap Pool, especially in triple comps like this. Is
wait, Rygo's Black Hat? No. Go back to Daredevil. Daredevil's better here.
Off rip and
I
just
promise
neutral.
you, Daredevil
Every single
better.
time you see an opportunity, you use it off cooldown and just walk down. As you see right here, trying to get that test completed, committing heavy as Madara finds the first one onto Dongman instantly, but right back in the fight, Dongman goes.
Yeah, BRB brings him
I
back,
think it's even between the two. You can play either one.
Crimzo's going to have to do a lot in terms of opening space. Jackpot also built up, so he's still got 6 seconds of the ultimate. And looking towards backline, game who's still available for the front line. Lordfox is out. That's 3 people into the trap. 2, Usher. Insane grab of the entire team on the opposite side.
Oh, and the value of that is it's just 1-all. It just happened to be giant as they're now walking down NRG. 52% is nothing to joke about, though, for the current moment. Rymazing going to be on Cat. Drops Chime off the DD. Instead, going to match it right back. Crimzo. And now Usher find the others. But what a stall. They're using Portal here to buy more time. I don't hate this at all. Try to get up to that, 80%, make it a one-fight situation. But
he died.
And you could actually, based on the percentage, get your portal back by the end of the first map here. So I like that play, but it didn't really stall for long, unfortunately.
Yeah,
it should be by the time, but they need it again. They should have it.
To play towards the health pack and get a nice secure
position.
But
got Mac
they come back into it, and
they're still strong point right now.
Wish, another close series, upcoming fight. Chime ready to go in terms of this white box ult. Same thing with the Jeff. Jeff actually using the ultimate to kind of stay alive. See you later. Tries to find the KOs, and Rymazing does so.
Oh, that's a huge, it's Jeff here. Oh, it's actually friendly. It's like I lied. Using it to reposition. I thought it was going to be aggro, but what am I saying here? That's Hoodie Going after Window and Madara at that moment, dropping back with the team. Ult's available here for Oasis, Rising, and Crimzo. 4 for NRG. Out goes the ground now. Back and forth they go. The dive from Rising.
I mean, Rise like a very good support player.
Instead, not able to get much yet. Kind of biding more time. It's matched back now.
He's very talented on DPS too. He can play DPS more. So yeah.
Yeah, towards the point. So they're trying to kind of secure the objective with it at the very least. Wait till his resets stop coming. Amazing's the one to find Hoodie on the backside too. At least getting him even during that ultimate. Lartrox out again, and oh my god, it catches onto, was that the cap? On the Aztec at least, so he's going down.
Yeah, it finds Window mid-alt, and that's the real truth. Is it canceling alt and gets the pick, leaving Bruce for the moment. Is some big brain too. And have to force to get that pick at the last possible second. Waiting here to stagger. And now the cleanup, well actually no, because they have point. Wow. Well, Planetly falls Amazing. Again, this percentage very close here. NRG does have alt advantage with Window, actually likely just Madara. We're about to see if Window has alt in a moment.
Ongoing fight. I mean, you know, we can potentially still play around Madara pretty hardcore, and for Sentinels, you know, still around Yusher, build up those ultimates, just shove Madara very low. Wonder if they go for those hard dives again. I mean, just a full brawl together. We'll see if that Jeff also can find those neutral picks. I think he's done so in the previous fight. Same thing with Aztecs with his ultimate. He's able to get a jackpot too. They can get Dongman early. BRB is going to be forced out quick.
Waiting on passing that test. Last possible second here. Breaking that BRB. Yeah, that's a good find. A little aggro. A little positioned on the opposition side. Madara going in heavy with the rampage. Looking towards the back line, but immediately forces out a Sia. Still holding this point. Sen is now fully committed.
We have your money on.
And that's gonna be some good picks.
Sen is a better team.
And Dongman. Now Yusher find one. OT ticks down. And I don't know that they can do this. Stinkers tries to hold. No portal's gonna be there. That's gonna be map once.
I'm not rooting for either side though.
First round
I have
for
people I like on
a
both
huge
teams.
map out of Yusher specifically, but the whole team too, playing around what NRG were trying to do. And you know, unfortunately, from Dara and the crew, they couldn't get much done. They tried to peel off some people, but you know, Hoodie went in a bit too far, got stomped on by the Dino, and you know, right now, I just feel like what Crimzo is doing in the squad, trying to buy space or get space for Yusher, who is, by the way, deathless. So, I mean, he's had a great game so far on that Elsa. And for NRG, it just feels like they lack a little bit of damage. You know, I wonder because they're trying to peel more so for the Black Cat, at least with the White Fox the last map. They want to change off it. It seems like they agree they're going to go to the Star-Lord and then switch over Window to that Van Pool that we've seen in the past. And that's kind of interesting because I think a lot of teams would commit to sort of hard countering that Dino with Deadpool, but it obviously wasn't really working, and it's primarily off the back of, like you were talking about, Yusher was just having some huge Lartroxes.
Yeah, I mean, not only were they finding multiple people, but like, you know, canceling the hook ult there at the end, it's just so much additional value, and worked
you
out
consider
well.
yourself
Amazing
the
making
king.
a switch over to Cat too.
I mean, the king of losing,
you know,
yeah.
The DD didn't work out
but
initially.
Other than that, no.
Saw
The
that it
whole
was
king
matched
thing
over
is like
there
satire.
and immediately locked in. And now it forces actually to switch. And Chime Stinkers are not going to be running Cat at all. Traditional with the range hit scan.
I mean, this is something out of like what TSM would opt to do. Play that Star-Lord, but still play the Elsa alongside it and just try to counter Amazing going a little bit too aggressive. Obviously, Crimzo finds the team up with Rocket Raccoon, at least one part of the Rocket Raccoon hack side, but for Sentinels, they actually look to surround. Crimzo tries to fight those flanks, make sure Sneakers, by the way, is matching it, but Rise now unmatched on the front line.
Yeah, Rise starting off with the calling card, trying to get the trade, but it's just too hard to cut through.
Can we walk in and help this guy?
The Fox and the Cat duking it out. Fox looks like it's winning, I'll tell you that much right now, but the portal, or the point, excuse me, immediately gets capped here. Rez comes in on the window. Dongman finding Chime. Out goes the Kamiho Unleashed, this time from the side of Oasis. Amazing and Crimzo find two throughout the chaos. Window now able to take out Flamme. So numbers are still, though, in favor of Sentinels as they hold this point.
It was an excellent time dolt from the back line, and I thought that, honestly, NRG did a decent job. Like, Stinkers met Crimzo, found Crimzo on the flank.
Rocket players ruined the game.
So that Rise ultimate would be getting negated. But then everybody towards the main line. And
I think a lot of other things, like a lot of other heroes are worse to play against than Rocket.
Those,
how boring is it to play against Gene Grey triple support? Like, guys, you load up into rank, you have like 4 solo tank with like, you got a Punisher on your team, a Star-Lord and a Magic with like Rocket Jeff as your backline, and they're playing Mantis, Loki, Luna, Gene, fucking Groot, Mag, or Groot Dino, you know?
A quick sweep, but 53%, not too bad off rip.
Yeah, Stinkers, they're gonna have to keep playing through this man, and it's good that they're trying to pick up the Star-Lord now instead of that triple Stratus comp. Now they can play heavily around, you know, character they banned and protected.
All right, Conway.
Draft phase. but will they be able to keep it up, right? Sentinels finally sent back one fight.
Some rest, bro.
Clipping Flamay on
Thanks
the
for
opposite
watching, man. I
side. We'll
appreciate
see if, Sentinels, their team, now they have the Daredevil to help match those flanks. I think Stinker's getting enough resources to help matching Crimzo. Crimzo's the setup man almost for Ryan Mazing, and he's been out of these fights due to how Stinker's playing with the back line.
I'm the Magic.
Specifically. And also,
I'm the Jeff
Time has that
Deadpool
Lartrox available. Oh, okay, Crimzo's down.
Yeah, good shots there. Flamay able to bring Crimzo back, though. Numbers still even. This could be a huge Lartrox opportunity as it gets launched. They all separate, though.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
At all. Sia now gets launched in an answer. Chime going to try to burn that down. About half HP, electing to not go after it. Flamay drops Window.
Like
Crimzo now onto Aztec. Stinkers trades it onto Crimzo, and Window comes back from the BRB, so the numbers should be even. The Rampage out from Madara. Hoodie 2 with the Kamiho Unleashed. It looks like everybody just kind of held on for a moment. NRG now up in percentage.
And Oasis now swapping over to a character that doesn't have to deal with Peel, but no, okay, Stinkers, or rather can't deal with Peel, and I guess that just immediately is negated to the fact that Stinkers is just that guy. Hoodie also finds Ryan Mazing. Getting off White Fox proves to be deadly for Sentinels as they almost won that fight. Yusher puts the team on his back yet again, has the ultimate ready to go. Or are they going to group up for it? He's lost the rest of his team. They're not NRG, hold on.
Huge switches here from NRG. I mean, this has been Galaxy Brain, as now Stinkers has ultimate again. Not going to be able to combine with Aztec in this fight, should they want to try to push through some of the strategist ultimate, but
lately I've
there's going to be a lot of answers here for Sentinels. This is going to be an absolute banger fight.
Being obese and
it's
running
all going to be a Q fest. Can they get there to touch? I do believe Cap can make it. 7% available, but all the way to 99 NRG.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this does go NRG's way. Because in future maps, we'll see the Star-Lord ban, but obviously it's going to keep going in terms of this fight. We do have
Stinkers not
combinations in a second. Aztec has that. See you later. The Stinkers want to wait for it. No, he wants to go now.
Oh, good dance floor to hold on. Ryan Mazing trying to get onto it. Yes, they're all on the floor now to counteract this ultimate. Lartrox could be big. Does this seem to land? Yusher tried. Good eyes on it. Doesn't look like it does. Saikai Light Flamay able to find Madara now. Numbers up for Sentinels. Ryan Mazing letting the devil out. Is able to find Hoodie. Aztec goes down. Oasis finds Window, and now they will get this point. 56% in climbing. Dongmin soon to have ult. Flamay going to be there as well. And the answer is going to be Aztec, Madara, and Hoodie with Chime. NRG have them right where they want them.
You're right, they do. I was a little kind of
I wish
wondering why
Spider-Man was good,
Stinkers didn't just wait a little bit for Aztec to get the combo off. He can get KOs through strat ults.
Yeah.
And we
I would love to see that hero roleplay played. Might be a staple hero.
You know, obviously they're going to rely heavily on Chime again, right? This upcoming fight, he's going to have to keep getting a big Lartrox.
The game would be so good.
As Yusher has been on the opposite side. Dongmin as well can clear a little space. Stinkers goes down to Rye on the flank already.
Stinkers unlucky.
That's a huge early pick, and I'm with you, buddy. That could have been a win condition there to try to combine those. Trying to go a little bit early, but make it work. It's now out goes back Lartrox. Match right back with the Sia. Chime try to make it work. Oh, how are you still healthy there, Dongmin?
Yeah, we lost.
The ultimate.
No, we lost. They sold.
Able to get some value with the
They
Sia.
sold their combos. Stinkers got free-fighted.
Window trying to get on this point to stall. It's
Start the TP.
99. Crimzo finding Aztec. Numbers heavily up here for Sen. Hoodie gonna launch with the Kamiho Unleashed. Oasis now onto Window. Chime finds
Chime got one.
Strategists are in peril.
Oh wait, and they got TP back soon. Wait, hold on.
A retake opportunity.
Both teams get TP, right? There should be, yeah.
Numbers. Who makes this work out? Off the point they go. Potentially.
This is like a dead even game.
So they get their own portal through.
Yeah, Ryan's still
Sen's about to TP back too.
It's broken, or at least moved by Aztec. Chime I don't think we'll be up in time for this portal, so this might just be a 5 versus 6 towards the point, but Sentinels need some good target focus. Portal's about to close, but Chime makes his way through, so it's an even 6 versus 6.
Ryan's dead! He's dead! 90 to his ult! No!
Hoodie clutching up with 2. Chime finds Dongmin. This is looking like NRG are gonna find this now after the portal gets committed. Flamay trying to hold on for dear life. 100 HP.
They lost. Oh my god.
Is cut short into a nightmare. NRG are going to make this happen as Ryan Mazing falls. And wow,
shit your pants while you run up a wall because someone's dying
like
in your
this, folks. What a battle here. Off to map 3, Celestial Vault we go.
That was Alpha of Mexico. I fucked with that.
They use that combination
you tell him, bro.
outside of each
when you get untimed out, keep talking your shit. I'll unban you, bro.
About him. Hoodie was popping off on the inside of the map, just playing inside his ult, and you know, it looks like Sentinels kind of got baited on the inside, right? Not able to clean it up, not able to take it down, and despite how much damage Yusher might have done in that previous map, and Ryan was able to follow up on things, they slowed it down a little bit. NRG played around their strategists, and you can see how well they've played, and really all the strat lines this tournament have been kind of amazing, to say the least. But for NRG, You know, I wonder what they do on this next round, because it did go their way still, and they played around the back line. They also have Stinker's ultimate, but now they're out of sync. Aztec and Stinkers are at the very least. And for Sentinels, you know, I wonder if Crimzo gets an ultimate again just to try to counter it. Sentinels, they need to not over-ult here, though, to just counter that Star-Lord ult in a second.
Yeah, it's tough to match Rocket v Rocket when they get Star-Lord, right? Because you really can just outwit a lot of those trades if you combine properly. We're going to see what Ultimate Charge looks like in a moment. Rymazing has the lead here. Oasis and Crimzo going to be close behind. Stinkers is up there with Ultimate now, and we know how strong that Star-Lord ultimate is in this meta. We know combination with Aztec, they're just out of sync slightly in terms of percentage.
I think Rye should definitely go Star-Lord on this point.
A little bit. Rye.
What's up, effort?
Though has not
I'm chilling, bro. How are you?
Every time Stinkers goes in early to disengage it for now. Dongmin jumps in, just got to block it, but the BRB surely brings him back, right? So Dongmin's still in it. They only get one. You get a BRB outside of Galactic Legends. That's a worth trade for Sentinels.
And now you see the Freedom Charge going heavy as Crimzo walks through. Yusher able to find Madara as the backline is distracted. Madara comes back though with the BRB. Now both teams down while committing an ultimate. There's not too much value outside of it. Yusher looking for a huge Glartrox. He buys on for that as Crimzo takes out Hoodie, dropping a backline. Pick is a huge start now for Sentinels. Chime releasing the Glartrox.
Ew.
Pick it out of the sky.
Oh my god.
From Yusher, looking for a Glartrox of his own.
I don't even know if Oasis needed an ult there either. Like, they were all... Did he even get... Oh, he got the most mobile characters. He got both the Daredevil and the Devil Dino. So, I mean, or Captain America, sorry. So, excellent fight for Sentinels. I mean, they not only get out a really powerful combination with the Star-Lord and that Rocket Raccoon. In this map, too, it's going to be hard, I think, for Hoodie to find a ton of value. It's a bit more open. It should be easier. Sentinels want to push the pace, too. They want to make sure that they're still out of sync in terms of ultimates as they sit into the height. Window tries to at least annoy on the off angle, but he gets preshed out early by Crimzo.
How often can 9 teams drop and sign players? You can make 3 roster swaps between each stage.
Jump 24/7.
So after stage 1, there's going to be playoffs, and after playoffs, there's going to be an international LAN, and then after that, we're going to have stage 2. And between stage 1 and stage 2, you're allowed to make 3 roster swaps.
Yusher finds Window through that. Goodbye to the Vanguards, and they're going to keep this moving forward. Sentinels are back with a vengeance. Madara, Aztec, and soon to be Hoodie with ults, though, in comparison to Flamme and Yusher.
Stinker switches back over to the Black Cat. Chime's the one going over Star-Lord. So they just want to play the best hero right now. That's kind of interesting, but still without ultimates. That's the problem for this upcoming fight. Now, they can stall it out. They can wait long enough. If they get the Black Cat alongside the Star-Lord ultimate to sync up again and dodge this,
to be honest, I'd rather play Earls over Gene. I don't know. They're both miserable. Stinkers is on
the
Black Cat
now?
now?
Finally is unleashed here. Mega gonna match it back with the Sia. Both teams staying healthy for the moment. So many ults available. They're committing heavy. Window starts up with the Banhammer. Madara goes in with a Rampage. Hoodie now with the Kamiho Unleash is going to be enough for them to take it, but that's a lot of commitment. Duelist not going to have to use ults here, though.
Don't worry, Lil Mexico. I got you.
More of a chance in this next set of fights. 83% in climbing percent as they stall. Rymazing doing a great job dancing. But does pay for it as Chime cleans that up. Stinkers now finds a piece of the pie on a Dongmin. And the retake is just coming at any moment now.
Yeah, nice retake there. Hoodie and Madara combining, like you mentioned, also with that early see you later. I mean, obviously it goes down, but target focus good out of both squads. 92% of the board for Sentinels. So if they just play it slow again, wait for Yusher to build that ult, maybe they have a shot here, but NRG wants to see what they do with both Chime and Stinkers. They combine these to go aggressive. They do early on. Force cooldowns for Stinkers. Force the Capel. Okay. If they don't go down here to this Glartrox, then maybe in the second fight, Stinkers will have a flush ult.
The Freedom Charge is an answer was genius there from Crimzo. It's going to charge that backline as well, give them some advantage. And now Rymazing, Oasis,
be nice to Big Dead.
Ultimate as well.
That's
and there they go. Let the devil out. Rymazing, eyes on. Will he be able to find value? Down goes Aztec. Huge pick as the BRB is now gone. Now looking towards the Fox. Goodbye. Yusher going to drop Window through the chaos. Numbers in their favor. Portal play needs to come out here. Sentinels in a very strong spot. It's going to be tough for them to lose this now. Will NRG be able to get here from Aztec's portal? Looks like it's coming in now.
Yeah, it is. It'll be there in a moment. This has been really hard, I think, to counter Rye. Time goes down, too, in the Snagger. I mean, this has been a tough map. They touch with Aztec and Madara, but no ultimates here, Shiv. This is going to be a tough fight.
thought they were doing a good job still holding this, though. It looks like the point recap might actually come through. They can't get... Oh, what a touch by Crimzo in the last possible moment. Right, amazing. Usher now. Stinkers.
Wait, Flame is dead and Hoodie's rest.
Numbers are all almost even. Psychi light. Usher finding Chime. Sentinels trying to stop this now. Portal out for the Fox. Goodbye.
No,
and Sentinels, it's just a matter of time here. On to Madara, off mapping for the moment. Trying to end this in OT. Goodbye. As Usher cleans up another. Numbers are dwindling. Window trying to stall. It's a pretty solid stall potential here for Venom, but I do believe it's going to be incredibly difficult as the rest falls.
I wonder if he could have held it.
Game one.
Jeez, yeah, huge map. And I think at the very end, it was honestly off the back of Oasis and their strategist. It seems like NRG just could not apply the pressure that Crimzo and Rymazing could. And you talked about it. You just got to trade back lines. Sentinels did so. I mean, Oasis seemed like they were always getting perfectly timed ultimates, and Snickers and Chime alongside Window could not find those dives. So great work out of Crimzo's cap dive and the protect coming through in the very end. We'll see if Sentinels can close out, though, as we are going to go short break. When we come back, we'll see what the next map pick is.
Yeah, let me see the stats. Let's see the stats. Also, we need energy to win next map, so we have a series on our hands. What's up, Crazy Cloak? Chillin', bro. Chillin'. How you doing, man? NRG should move to Os? Why? As boring as the ult is, Starlord is fun to watch because any character that rewards smooth tracking is just pleasant to watch, yeah. Relegation fight is against MRC team, right? Yeah. Time for Ping Wars? Yeah. Someone who watches Fortnite and Valorant esports is really hard to follow more rivals. Any advice? Like what is happening half the time? So you follow Fortnite and Val. I don't know anything about Fortnite, but Val is obviously much slower pace. I think Rivals and Overwatch just have like a lot of clutter in the game, and it's hard to track if you're not actually like actively playing the game constantly, which is just like one of the issues with the game, like the style of game, like the hero shooter. So I think it's just like not a ton that you can do besides familiarize yourself more with the game itself. Because there's like nothing that I can like really say to help you with that in particular. The game is just so fast, you know, and there's so much particles, everything's happening all the time. Unless you're on Twitch and YouTube, so you get paid more. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that, man. Alright, back to window shopping. Guys, why is Borderlands 4 terrible? Oh, let me restart my Steam.
Here's
on. Can I turn that stream down a little bit? Yeah, is it too loud, guys? Did you know the visual clutter confuses me? Yeah. I'm so fucking tired of Luna singing. This Fate Keeper game looks fucking awesome, chat. I can't even lie. This game looks cool. Skip the back rooms. Buy NBA 2K 2026. Yeah. I'm a big sports guy. Oh, you're gonna show the Wolverine game when it comes out? Nah, it's on the backlogs though.
You made me angry. We are undefeatable.
Our biggest update ever? Guys, do you understand how complicated this Path of Exile game is? Like, look at their skill trees.
Welcome
like,
back,
hello?
before we're digging into all things map 1 between
It's worse than I thought! Like, holy shit!
I want to quickly give you a PSA and remind you that these beautiful skins on your screen are available right now. So make
This
sure
is
you
a skill
pop them,
tree!
get them in game.
Each one of these nodes is a fucking skill!
Or Ironman? Which one are you leaning to?
Listen, all I'm saying is, you know, I've been
Full version coming out in October.
And he's silent. No.
I don't know what any of this means. If I pick Ranger, does it...
You've been waiting for that samurai skin. I knew that's exactly.
What is a... Oh, mercenary. Monk?
Let's go.
Yeah, man, some Iron Man Bushido action. We are so here for this. We are
Wait, how
so
many
here
classes
for
are
it.
there in Path of
We're
Exile
also here
2?
for a close match to close out our very exciting.
Well, I don't care about the class tier list. I just wanted to know how many classes there are.
Certainly fought back. Let's talk about how they got it done, though. Just stylistically.
Wait, there's only 8 classes?
Teams match up, Shiv.
It was a lot of back and forth, a lot of switching of compositions.
That's a
too.
skill
It's tough for me
force.
to identify exactly
That's not a
what
skill
won
tree.
them
It's a whole
on map
ecosystem.
3. Sen just like dominated out the gate early on with those picks, and then they kind of just kept the ball rolling from there. They never really had the combination ultimate to cut through strat line, and that's on the side
What
of
the hell is
NRG.
the
They never
difference
really
in the
used that
Sorceress
rocket.
and the Witch?
Star-Lord combo wants to try to find their way through
Sorceress
strats,
bends
which
the
Strong had
elements to her
touched on.
will,
That was a
using
good
them to
point.
unleash devastation upon
So
their
it seemed
foes.
like they
The
were just
classic
slightly off
spellcaster reads
kilter,
elements
not
and
getting as
magic
much
from
value
afar.
as results.
Death and Decay are the witch's weapon of
Donovan,
choice.
you said, especially
Oh, it's one of
that
these games where the
sticker
class
ult
forces
that
your
he
gender.
used
Yeah, I'll
on
never
that
play this
Star-Lord
game,
at the
like
very
ever.
end there.
What if
He
I
would
want to
wait
play a
to
male
team
sorcerer,
it up
you
with
know?
anything or, yeah.
What
So
is a male
just
witch
didn't get
called?
as much value, and we've seen that more than once from Energy Shock. Meanwhile, for Sentinels, all things just kind of clicked. They've been looking very, very dominant. The backline was.
What is
sustaining
it
the team
called
really well, and they
when
traded
a
backlines
witch
really well.
is a man?
Yeah, that was the problem for sure. Is what you mentioned, Zoe. I think the Oasis was a bit too safe.
I guess Warlock.
You know, and I think it's.
Is
goes
it
back to
Wizard?
our
Yeah, it's
SG
probably
series too a
Warlock.
little bit.
It's
You know,
probably
you
not.
can't rely heavily on just a single player. I mean, it's a team game at the end of the day. And you know, like we saw Sentinels just play more cohesive. You know, you have Rymazing on the Daredevil that people have been asking for, or the Black Cat.
This Warlock,
right? And
yeah.
then he comes through with the Crimzo dives. It just looks super clean. And then for Energy,
The
their
male
dives
witch
just
is
look
called
good.
Witch,
Like,
not
straight
Wizard.
Up, like Window and
Alright.
Chime could never sync up, and then it forced Thinkers to get off the Star-Lord. That
In
he was
modern
really well
witchcraft
on.
and Wicca,
So,
a male
yeah,
witch
it
is
just
simply
was a
called a
bit of an
witch.
unfortunate situation,
The term is
you know,
historically and
including
grammatically
that,
gender neutral.
that
However, depending on the
unsynchronous,
specific
team
practice
up
in
between
tradition,
Star-Lord and
most
the
men who
Rock,
practice
correct,
magic
too.
use several different
Yeah,
terms.
Energy Shock
Witch,
also
Warlock.
came in with some big changes from round to
Wizard.
round there, right? I mean, Chime started it all off on White Fox, then later switched over to play that duelist for them. And
Yeah, I mean,
Hoodie
this
then
game just
took
looks
over the
terrible.
White
Like, this
Fox,
is just like,
duties. Do you feel
like,
like, there
hello?
maybe was a little bit too much switching going on?
Yes and no. I mean, in this game, like it's very advantageous to swap things up if your team's struggling. But yeah, I mean, when you do it too much, you're losing alt charge, you're losing like cohesiveness with alt combinations, all that kind of stuff kind of falls to the wayside. So
we can't be serious.
On the table, but I do think they were trying to find a right answer. Rai did a good job starting off with DD, then going to the cat to match, finding value, then ending up on DD again. It seemed like the switching just were more, or the switching was just more effective from Sentinels Duelist than it was for NRG, even though, you know, Stinkers and Chime are great, but you can just look at the stat line here. Rai Amazing and Yusha was 17 in 20 finals. It is crazy.
Yeah, Yusha was dealing an insane amount of damage on this server in this one. I mean, yeah, Elsa still,
you know,
for the stats. Okay, Yusha had 35,000 damage, 17 finals. How did Rai have 20 finals and 22,000? What a beast. Window had a fuck ton of damage though. It's the healing. Yeah.
Stinkers and Chime are great, but you can just look at the stat line here. Rai Amazing and Yusha was.
You know, it's all about what have you done for me lately, at least as a fan perspective. I know a lot of people are in that boat over Sentinels.
Absolutely. I mean, we do love to see the Crimson on that cap. We know how much he can get done on that particular hero. But yeah, let's see what they have in store for us as we're heading into map number 2. There's going to be Energy Shock's map pick. Let's not go to Museum of Contemplation, though. Can we not?
It's
my goats. My absolute
No, it's the best caster curse we've ever done is cursing Museum and just forcing all these different maps today.
Yeah, I really feel like
us.
we manifested that, like, just as the trio, we got it done. Like, good on us.
I kind of like that map,
we're taking PayPal and Venmo payment for that, just so you know. Link in chat. But anyway, yeah, okay. Hall of Jalia. You like this map, Dogman? Please elaborate.
I think that, well, Hall of the Jolly is a good map, I think, for the side of NRG to at least mix it up a little bit too. And like you said, just like anything to get off sort of these like dive sort of maps. But I'm down for just the map that if we're gonna protect the Star Lord and play around the Star Lord, I think we need to, you know, it right. And it's just the map. I think we saw people start to level up. Like Milk Boy started to play well in the last series, even though they still lost. I just need to see something a little bit more out of Window. I think in the past he's had a really good Venom. So we're gonna have to see him kind of play well around the squad today.
Well, let's see if Energy Shock can tie up the series and stay alive for playoffs contention, or if Sentinels is going to close this out right here, right now, and therefore coming second in their group with this victory. It's all coming down to this map 2 in our last series of the day. Dogman, Ship, take it away.
And here we go. Once again, this is a huge matchup in terms of making it to the playoffs. Either team that wins this will progress. Sentinels definitely trying to lock in here to close this out early into NRG. I mean, in terms of the ban phase, but for NRG trying to do this, I think if you remove the cap, you kind of take away a lot of their dive enabling, which can hurt their dive composition with Rise. So looking forward to seeing what that could look like for them.
Yeah, I'm down for that a little bit too. And you know, if we're gonna play Ronka Raccoon and stuff too, and play around trying to play like counter dive, and they switch to other things, I wouldn't be opposed to going towards a different sort of character. But the Phoenix band's coming out early for Sentinels again. They don't want to get that character in the game, and you know, I wonder if they're really going to change anything, because it kind of goes what we talked about earlier. It feels like you kind of want to stick to a general game plan on domination and whatever the next map type is, just because there's such a, I think, different
play style.
Who am I rooting for?
I don't really care who wins this.
Sure. And I like the Phoenix Rocket lock here. You know, removing Phoenix, locking Rocket for Sentinels is good. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I think NRG needs to get rid of the cap, because that's Crimzo's just mainstay for the dive. It helps Riot a ton. So I think Sentinels now are going to be more forced into that poke stuff.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of can our dive be very good for NRG's side, right? Because if you're getting them on Phoenix, and even if you're getting a good ban phase, you have to be able to play the meta to a higher level. You know, and even like Rocket, for example, and stuff, there are times when you can be totally fine with the Rocket if you're playing Rocket, Luna and stuff, and you're not being pressured, or if you're being pressured, just getting off the Rocket even might not be a bad call. But the Mantis ban at the very end to prevent any triple Phoenix compositions, to prevent the hard peel, I guess, unless they go Ultron triple still.
Yeah, it's tough. I feel like a struggle here with the ban phase for NRG, right? They got Rocket and they let the Phoenix go all the way this deep, and now that lock early kind of to me seems like not the right play. And having that happen is like, I don't know, man. I just feel like that's an L in the ban phase. I'm curious what your take is, but they do get the Star-Lord for the combination.
The only reason I see where you're okay letting Star-Lord get through is if you don't think the other team has a good Star-Lord player. Like, that's about it. Or don't play around it well. Like, it was kind of like that in the Swamp Gaming series. Like, I think when Amadian isn't in the lineup, you know, who plays the Star-Lord for them? It ended up to be Melophobia, but it was still a close game between them and 100 Thieves. So I think it's hedging your bets on the other team not being able to play Star-Lord, really. That's kind of it to me. I don't know. What do you think on that?
Oh, well, it's that, but I'm more saying the Phoenix, right? Because they let Phoenix 3% and they locked Rocket second. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it just seems like miscommunication, especially if you're going to, well, you know, if you're going to try to hard combine Star-Lord. Well, I guess what you could do is try to burn Phoenix out of the sky with the Star-Lord team, a quote-unquote team up with Rocket, where you're really just going to be ulting together. But yeah, I don't know. It's tricky.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of are you good at the current meta? Because I think that's like the right play, but it's a matter of, you know, how good are we like at this comp, right? Like it should be better, I think. You know, the best team comp doesn't always win sometimes, sadly, in this game. I think it's just a matter of can they deal with Sentinels, because Rise looking good so far. Same thing with Crimzo's dives. He's playing now the Deadpool Vanguard instead of the Captain America because it was banned in the last match.
I don't think that's a bad idea. We're going to see Window force Portal now. Yeah, switch to Venom and meet them there. Portal will close down. They're all just going to set up together, try to find some value on this dive. Amazing on the DD.
Yeah, we lost game. It was good.
And as you said, Crimzo, Domin playing some very different heroes right now. Been having Dino through.
Came down to final fight.
Up a little bit. You're saying Dino maybe
1-1.
Falling up to the wayside from some of these teams. But not everybody. Stinkers.
I think Phoenix is stronger than Star-Lord.
The first fight win here for the side of NRG.
I think the Phoenix mismatch is favored towards
BRB, it seemed like. I'm assuming it was taken earlier. They broke it.
Yeah, it must have been Rye, I suppose, or it was moved around regardless. Oasis getting dove upon with the pocket here. Look at this Flamme and frickin' Narnia cross map shooting rocket, or like the heal bombs cross map. So it's gonna be a hard dive for the side of the Venom as eventually they have Oasis, but the freeze comes out. Can they get Oasis? Finally, the damage output's there. 2 ticks on the board. Oh,
yeah, but Oasis is right back. They're not dead yet. You know what I mean? As now Madara.
They almost see 9.
On the front line, very much just kind of an all over the place fight. It's a battle. Everybody's fighting all over. As now trying to patty cake back and forth into Rye Amazing's dive. Oasis trades, finds Madara, who takes out Dongmin, and then Hoodie onto Rye. This might be their point early on here for the side of NRG.
Yeah, Rye committed to the BRB, but he goes down. Usher falls slowly afterwards, and yep, they control the point. It was a little rough for sure, but you know, they inevitably got it done. And I think their comp is good. I like that at least if Chime continues to play the Star-Lord to a very strong level, just match Rye on the flanks. He doesn't have to worry about the cap anymore because of the ban phase that you mentioned
the best
was
team
kind
comp
of the play.
ever
So
match up the
I
game
guess
would be so boring.
you know, you give up some to make sure Crimzo's not playing, you know, his Captain America, I suppose. So we'll see if Sentinels, though, can find some sort of hold here. They have ultimates available. Everybody talks about how Ensign Inferno is way easier to KO in the modern era, but Aztec and Chime also have the combination.
Usher on the height here.
Nerf Blackout on nuclear kit. Make the orb cost 200.
May has ultimate as well. There's that combo now. Chime going to go in with the, look at that, with the Sia. Immediately going to find one for the delete. Window,
W, Tom.
2 and 3. The res comes through, but it won't matter as everyone gets deleted off the back of the disgusting combination of that Sia and Galactic Legend.
It's almost like Usher didn't expect that much damage to come through, but that
that's
was
all.
Committed,
also
right?
make her ult's duration from 10 to 8 seconds.
Phoenix and Luna combo, but again, it can get deleted in the sky. We'll see how fast it gets shut down.
He goes away, just starting with the clap. Does have some answers here. A lot of ults available as Oasis now brings out the dance floor. Madara going low, using that rampage.
You think Rye starts a revision because he plays melee? That, and also because Rye already has like synergy with the team.
Not going to overcommit. Crimzo ults up, but gets stunned. Looks like it actually goes through. Is, you know, not at 50% here. Stinkers takes out Oasis. Oasis comes right back in. Stinkers just all over this back line right now.
I think Vision is like the biggest waste of money for Sentinels ever.
Yeah, I mean they're like, actually doing really well in the macro right now. I mean,
maybe he could play over. You sure? I think they're like they're both really good players, but like why would you ever bench Usher when Usher's like doing great? You know?
Oh no.
You see Usher on the height here.
So Vision's just like riding the bench, like collecting a bag.
Dash and jump while holding back.
And Sentinels is just wasting money.
Usher gotta find Stinkers with some disgusting.
It's kind of like with TLC's tanks.
Now gonna come down hot. They're gonna find any value. It does not The whole team's going to reset as Crimzo, though, able to drop Hoodie. Looks like Sentinels are still holding on for the current moment.
Yeah, they're working themselves into the fight a little bit too, and you know, the patience sort of
all right,
little
Mexico. Chill on my boy Jesse.
To worry about these flanks, push back into it. Crimzo mentioned a lot on him. We talked about how many good Vanguard Deadpools had played today, and Crimzo etched his name into the history books.
No reason to
of the
instigate.
best Vanguards in
Same
the
with
game.
Kurova. Yeah, I mean, I never felt like Kurova was like bad. I was like surprised when they benched him.
Chime, they have that combo once more. Can Sentinels
I feel like Nightmare should have built around you and Vision. You were a solid duo. You should have time together. Well, Vision left.
Committed 3 ults last time this happened.
Ooh, Crimzo down to 30 HP, pays for it, does get res though. Stinkers able to find that pick. Window now goes in and takes out Usher. The res on Crimzo may not be enough, as once again, Star-Lord is going to find value, able to get one. Hoodie drops right, amazing. Oasis falls, and NRG are looking incredibly strong here with 3 minutes and 30 on this final point.
Oh, and they commit the Dino ult too. Dongman might regret that one later. But again,
yeah.
it is 3 ults. It's just you can't really disengage it, especially on a more open point. And Energy, you know, kind of coming through with that collapse. And you know what? You know, Chime's playing a lot better than Star-Lord so far.
It's just not pick or
Everybody's
ban.
playing well around him. Window now swaps over to the group for this 3rd phase. And I kind of liked what he was doing so far on the Venom, but I can understand it for this 3rd phase. We'll see if it pans out, especially if Sentinels are going to keep playing the Phoenix sort of composition.
Would you be open to playing for an
he
EU
just wants to do
team?
massive
Maybe.
damage towards Dongman in this front line.
But it'd have to be like a good EU.
Holy
like really
CC
good.
there onto Window.
Because Ping would be I can't play Daredevil the same way on Ping, bro.
Cut off the LOS of the front line. Oh, what a pick again. Usher with some disgusting
I'm like
shots.
really
Stinkers
confident
goes
that
down,
I'm
but
like
he's
top
res
3
right
Daredevil
back.
in the
Dongman
region,
falls
like in
here.
my
Window
in A.
able to make that work.
But
Walled off back line. But Dongman's back in the fight with the BRB.
I don't think
so
I'd be
many
that good on
additional
EU.
lives
It's
here.
so hard to
value
play
coming
DDM
from this
thing,
Rocket Crimzo, trying to self-sustain for this moment. Using that band hammer to stalls. Ryan Amazing drops Window. Ryan Amazing making a switch now to that triple composition that they do default to sometimes. Haven't seen a ton of success, at least on the main stage, but a team that can run it very well.
Yeah, I liked how Crimzo kind of got saved by the map generation,
the
the map
slicing
gimmick a
up?
little bit
Yeah.
with the fog.
But what do you team with?
Escape with
Like,
his
I don't think, like-
hyper aggressive upcoming fight though. Oasis with the ult again.
I don't know
Has
anything
Naples
about
falling
Europe,
out.
but
The
I don't
back
think
line
that my
is
hero
playing pretty
pool
well,
would
and
be
we'll see that
valuable enough to
triple
any
comp
like
does
top
well
European
against Stinkers,
team.
who now wants
I
to
think
go
all the
with
top European DPS are like really good.
Oasis and Ryan Amazing just doubled right there. That's very unfortunate. Both of which at the exact same time can't be
best? I don't
happening
know.
here. Communication issue.
Probably
as
Days
the
or
huge ult combination
Speed,
comes
but
through
that's, like,
Window,
easy
but it
'cause
doesn't
they're on good
matter
teams,
because
so it's
Crimzo
like-
and Rai sweep everyone. But again, it's a lot of commitment there. Both strats falling into the trap a little bit. Can't allow that to happen moving forward. But a minute and 40 on the clock still.
Yeah, I guess a lot of damage out with Black Cat, so it ended up sort of panning out, and Hoodie committed his ult too, but regardless, they're going to fight. You talked about it, Aztec and Chime could go off. Can Usher and Dongman shut it down? Can they bubble and buy enough time to KO the back line and the see you later? And they do have sustain, but it's going to be so hard to sustain through this damage.
There's that combination once more, but Chime going to be right outside of reach of it. Not going to have that damage boost. Unfortunate placement there. Chime is still going to find Usher through the chaos, but not going to get as much value in a double combo as you might think, and that might be just enough of
I
an
think so
issue
too,
that the double strat ult kind of makes it a moot point there. Crimzo finding Aztec now, as Sen are up numbers once again, doing a great job holding here early in point 3.
I mean, that's the tough part, is you baited out so many cooldowns. You bait the Rocket.
We're not talking about
and the
you.
White Fox to kind of come in 1v1 you over there, but Chime can't capitalize. Window now goes over to the Venom.
Vision was a weird
Off
signing
the
for
group.
Sin because him and Rai both flexed
And
their
let's see if they
support
can
a lot.
actually
Now they're
capitalize
similar.
off of those
Rai's
combos
melee
again,
hero
because
pool,
that
yeah.
movement was so
That's
nice.
what I was
Chime
saying, like,
finds Crimzo far away.
it makes
Just
zero
trying to be
sense
a
for them to
thorn in the
sign
side
Vision
of
other than it's like a
NRG as they
Nepo
wanna walk
pickup.
back into this one
His
now.
hero pool just
But
doesn't
again,
fit
you
with their
have to kind of
DPS.
focus on Ryan and Flamme, who have been doing a good job living.
Oh, using that Sia to focus front line. That was disgusting. Well done, Flamme, to take out Madara. Stinkers trades that with Oasis. Madara right back in the fight, though. Oasis back in as well. Numbers haven't changed at all, even through the commitment. So maybe wasn't as valuable as you might think. That BRB still on the table. Window on the Venom here. Going to have to drop back to the team. Everybody got to reset here. Essentially
Reese
final fight territory. Portals may be committed, but both sides 6'd up right now. It's all about who can get Qs faster. Looks like it'll be NRG.
Now, we'll see how much Usher's pocket comes through and how much damage they have in the upcoming fight. Now, Window is forced to use cooldown. Stinkers does find Oasis though early on, and they don't think they have the BRB for.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's still on cooldown here. First one goes down as Oasis, like he just called.
No, NA
But he
team
can
signing
just
EU
feel that
players.
time waiting
I'm sure
to
EU teams
come
be
and
open to
unleash
signing
until it's
you.
necessary.
I mean,
Chime
maybe,
trying to find
I don't know,
Crimzo.
bro.
Crimzo with a great shield there.
I'll post my LFT after
immediately from Yusha. That's the answer they were hoping to have.
Or over? I guess after the.
Walking Adam, Amazing.
I don't know when I'll post it, but I'll post it.
Now by Hoodie, a little bit more delayed. Stinkers and Window with Chime all have ults. NRG now might be able to make this work. They're playing aggro, looking for point 3. Oasis goes down. Amazing and Yusha fall to Window. Seekers trying to find another backline pick, but Window just cleaning up everybody. And NRG are trying to get this point moving, but a great stall for the moment from Sentinels. Aiming for a final touch. They do have ults.
Tanuki and Jerky are both disgusting at Black Cat too, I can't lie.
That stagger could be it. I mean, overtime ticks down, Shib. And with a few meters to go, can NRG can Sentinels even touch?
No, they can't. They played for it. I think the idea was hoping that Crimson could stall for just a few more seconds, but just too much damage to it. Just a well-done job there by NRG. They were down ultimates. They got them first. They played very patient, baited out virtually everything from Sentinels, and then committed. Well-deserved point 3.
Excellent job out of that squad. And now for Sentinels on their attack, what do they want to do? Because this map, I mean, it's looking like a pretty solid one for them. I mean, I loved how Chime played that Stalwart. I think he, sometimes, you'd want him to commit towards Crimson or something a little bit harder, but he's playing for the team. He's playing heavy around everybody else and kind of just doing his job, only having 1 KO there on himself. And that's what you need to do. Just keep playing together as a unit, as a cohesive squad. And for Sentinels, I don't know about that triple comp at the very end. It didn't feel that good. I mean, you talked about how they played it before, Shib, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of maybe outdated a little bit. At least if you're not playing like full, like hard dive, I guess, which they are a little bit. But the Star-Lord getting through has been kind of rough for them.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that combination's just been too much to handle, and Snickers is cleaning up everybody through the chaos with the dive. I think the ban phase was a problem for them. I thought the answer Phoenix might be fast enough, but truth be told, it's just too much damage too quickly. Unless Phoenix is kind of hiding with ult, Chime and Aztec's combo just it's too dicey to even try to bring the Phoenix through that zone to break the Seas. So we'll see what that looks like now. As they're running a similar comp, a little bit different, but Rymezi not going to be on the Ultron. Oasis and Flamme, they're sticking to that triple backline here. Crimson going to be on the Angela and Domin on the Dino. I'm not sure how I feel about this comp off rip, but we'll see what it looks like.
We'll see if it pans out for him. Trying to play around that triple and the Angela is definitely unique. And SXG tried to pull something like this out to no avail last time, but
the fuck are we on Angela?
For Window, as they just need to focus on him. But if Window starts to play his life a little bit, is forced back. Basically, 2 Angelas take him out. BRB's too far, too, I believe.
Yeah, that was well done. That was really well done. They held every cooldown, just forced the escape there. Crimson trying to find another pick here. Not going to be able to do much into the Dino. Far away at all times.
His stats a little bit.
Oh, chasing the invis. Crimson still on the mark. I like this visual. Into the backline now, indoors. Crimson still on the cat for the moment. Still on this chase. Just marking the cat at all times, I think, is the idea. And you know what? I don't hate that play style. I think that's how you kind of have to play Angela in this meta.
The problem is right now is the backline's been free until now. Yusha finds, okay, Crimson actually finds Hoodie on the backline. They go for the aggressive play, but Stinkers trades back Flamme. That's actually bitter KO because that means they don't have to be on attack.
Oh my god.
You see them still holding this point. Stinkers taking out Rymezi out of the sky. Again, I don't think Cat's too bad into triple. Really can provide and just deal a ton of damage. A lot of distraction. Chime just trying to get that out quickly. And a bunch of damage into Dongman's forehead. Out goes the C, and now from NRG, commitment from Aztec. Yusha is going to try to answer it with the Phoenix like we talked about. They won't have the combo with Chime yet, so yeah, going to land close. And that's a good idea so it doesn't get broken. Goodbye to the C, but the thing is, it just, kind of took a while there. See on the setup.
Come back into it again. Flamme's been having problems with Stinkers. Stinkers this whole series has been disgusting. Goes invisible towards Flamme, has to find him, needs some support from everybody else, and does get it, but Stinkers can live most of the time. I mean, yeah, I guess Crimson's marking it, but not able to get the KO ever.
Yeah, it's just to try to shut down some of the backline pressure as Chime now going to launch with the Galactic.
We need to heal Chime right now.
Still matched right back by Oasis and Rymezi, both ulting in that moment. Trying to find some value
back. I jumped 35 final 60 limbs on Spidey. We lost.
Oh, Chaos no. Madara was able to find one. Hoodie and Stinkers once again on the cleanup. And I just feel like that was too much commitment as an answer.
This is looking like an NRG win this map.
To be honest, like we're not in the Phoenix hard carry meta right now. I mean, at least without the Mantis, at least what we've seen throughout the tournament, and the Angela too. So Rai goes now off of the Ultron back over to the Daredevil. Even though Black Cat is still available, feels more comfortable on that hero. But again, Crimso's not on his coveted Captain America to help support that. So I wonder how much he does on a more extended, faraway map. But I think Chime's done a great job also shutting down Rymezi and Yusha on the front line.
Crimzo now setting up with Heaven's Descent. Haven't seen massive success out of that ultimate in quite some time. Stinker's now going to start up with a calling card. Out goes the Sia. Crimzo might just make me eat my words here. We'll see if that cleans up on both strategists in the back line. Yusher takes out Hoodie. Aztec brings Madara back into the fight after being picked off early. What a trade back and forth there. That was like an anime fight as Raimazing takes out Stinkers now. See Rai trying to clean up a few more, but the Sia gets matched back this time from NRG. Aztec, it all gets beat down. Raimazing on the chase here, going after Rocket and catching himself in a dicey spot. Is still able to hold on as they do get point one.
God, that Rocket character is so annoying. Aztec falls off the map, though. They give it up. We go to second phase, and that was crazy. I mean, first of all, I thought
Yo, Rit, thanks for the raid, bro.
I thought, sorry, Stinkers grabbed the health pack because of Rai getting the overhealth, but
thank you for the 12 million viewer raid. Appreciate it, buddy.
1v1 and then followed up through. So the switch over off of the Ultron appears to be the play so far. Obviously, you don't have as hard of a pocket for Yusher. So this
head to bed, have fun, bro.
Thank you, bro. As well as I like how NRG's backline's been playing. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Window has the ultimate ready to go.
Yeah, and Crimzo back on the Vanpool. I actually didn't really hate the Angela play there. It's been a while since we've seen a ton of value, but I think the marking wasn't bad. A good ultimate there to help.
Bro. I appreciate it,
get rid of that strat line in the back.
Nice to see Gambit and Gene still meta.
Also was good. Likely a smarter decision in terms of just the meta.
I've been being a fat, horrible and
guarding this part, ready to peel if they do move forward. Has the Rampage available. Crimzo as well. Domwin finds one onto Stinkers. I didn't even see that. Good reaction time there as Crimzo keeps the pressure. Good shots here. Owen instead is going to be in a dicey spot and pays for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, compared to Cap,
is your mood better?
Getting stuck back there. So Crimzo trying to pressure out this strategist line, but they've been killed for too well. Invisible is now Stinkers over the high ground. We do commit the bottom ultimate, but Hoodie trades back Raimazing.
Yeah, you can see here, NRG evened out in terms of numbers against Sentinels. Ult advantage going to be very much in NRG's favor over these next couple fights. 1:40 on the clock here. And Sen needs to push this the whole way. This is definitely the fight we thought we'd see here in our final matchup of the day. Hoodie with ultimate available, ready to Kamiho Unleash. Flamme gonna bring out the Sia now. Match right back by Aztec, but this time with Chime, the combination can be a threat. It does land though, it gets rid of the Sia. Madara able to come back prior to that landing is perfect timing for the side of NRG. Chime now gonna be able to take out Raimazing. Everybody pressing Q, but
get early access Cyclops?
Too little too late. As now Madara goes in with the Rampage. Hoodie still has the Kamiho Unleash. No answers yet. Raimazing does have to let the devil out. Yusher's shots are landing though. Is that going to be enough to get a pick? Raimazing got to come all the way back to use that ult. Stinkers on the back line now with a calling card. Could be getting a few though, but goes down. Hoodie finds Crimzo through the chaos window. Now takes out Yusher. And this will be, Raimazing does commit ultimate now. Not sure if that is, I think the communication might have been just a little bit out of touch there, driving them backwards for a final fight situation for Sentinels.
I guess Chime is super far forward, but is able to get back with the team up with Rocky Raccoon. Not a bad fight though for NRG, like you said, because of the fact that they do get Rise ult out. Not
terrible,
yeah. This has been a really good map for the side of NRG so far, with 30 seconds left to go. Window has an ult. They can close it out too if they get Flamme, as Oasis forced to use those shields early and his shift. So we'll see in the upcoming fight.
It's looking like NRG should hold here.
Window and his ult.
Window got his ult canceled.
It gets canceled. Still has E available. Window not able to go in with the feast. Incredible work there, likely by Oasis on the mini stun to stop that, or Raimazing on the grab. Crimzo trying to get on that back line. Immediately going to launch out with the ban hammer. Commitment comes through. Chime now has ultimate again.
Oh my god.
Trying to get there with ult. Dongmin.
That was fire from Stinkers.
All have ult, but will they be able to answer? Chime in the sky with a combo. Chime finds Yusher. Stinkers now takes out Flamme. Goodbye to Dongmin. And that is it, I believe. OT should tick down. Sen's trying to hold, but I do go into game 3. We'll see if the portal can get here in time. Would need a huge clutch, and I don't think they can. Wow, we are going to game 3 for 3 consecutive matches.
What a play there by NRG towards the very end as this goes the distance. Our longest day so far in this tournament, and one of the best days I think in this stage 1 so far, and really at Ignite at the
Dino's
moment.
so
Sentinels
boring.
Will get the W. We go to that.
It's actually the most AFK hero in the game, bro.
Number 3. And an excellent job out of them to shut down, to get the Star-Lord play throughout that we talked about before, and that really bit him in the butt. And again, Crimzo on Cap just was easy to ban out, I guess, Ship.
Yeah, it was just a smart decision by them. It kind of forced some weird switches across the board, and that map was selected by NRG. We will be seeing the map that's selected by Sentinels right after this break.
Hold on 1 second, Yoki, I'll be right back. I go to the bathroom. Alright. Okay. Has every game went to 3 today? Yeah. Is Thankful still good? Yeah. Alright. Why was Punny bad for Sin? Venom, Black Cat 2 OP? Yeah. Punisher, like, if we look at these comps, I mean, who's going Punisher here? You talking about Rai going Punisher? Cause, yeah, I mean, he's just murked by Venom, Black Cat if they play it well. Especially the Black Cat. Like, Punisher can't do anything in the Black Cat. Or, like, Daredevil is open for both teams, so Stinkers could just swap over to Daredevil, and then you're playing Daredevil fucking into double hit scan with a dive tank, you know? Like, it's not a recipe for success for Punisher, so. In order for Punisher to be good here, like, it'd have to be a map where dive is really hard to play, and then it would be fine to go double hit scan here. But even then, like, I think double hit scan is like always terrible. And you can replace Star-Lord with Punisher on certain maps, but you like always need some type of like backline access, I think, in this game.
Venom here, gonna have to drop back 15. Everybody gonna reset here. Essentially final fight territory. Portals may be committed, but both sides sixed up right now.
What should I do on Daredevil if my team is not pushing? You just do your best to go backline. So, but that's about it. That's all you can do. What is this? Okay. What is, I don't even know what this is, but whatever. I just remembered I gotta upload a video. Oh wait.
Yo, what's good, friends? Energy Shock are tying up the series. This is not the first, not the second, but the third time I get to say that today. Insert different teams, of course. But that marks every single match going the distance, and I wouldn't have it any other way because there is so much on the line for these two teams, right? Like Energy really staying to even they're fighting to win this and get into the playoffs. Sentinels could, with a win, actually claim the second seed in their group. So yeah, that's a lot of good incentives for both of these teams to perform today. Let's talk about how Energy Shock got it done, because as we were looking at the ban and lock phase there, Shib, you were worried initially, right? Because the Phoenix got through and you were like, I don't know. And then obviously like the ban on Crimso's cap was good, but it turned out that the Star-Lord and Rocket were just, that was the problem. The Phoenix was not a problem.
Yeah, it was more so I was just curious on the response time of Phoenix into the Star-Lord Rocket. I got my answer though. Star-Lord Rocket OP, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, the Phoenix not always an answer. I thought it could come down and get the C in time. It happened once or twice, and outside of that, it was too much to handle. And I do think the ban out of cap, like I was saying initially, is a problem for Sen and their full commitment to dive. I don't think they're as comfortable on the Venom stuff that a lot of these teams are, and it kind of dismantles the duo dive that you need to find a lot of success into these backlines.
Dogman, what stood out to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think to me it was Chime playing well in the Star-Lord compared to the previous map. I think there was some potential slow learning curves, I guess, for the fact that they had to play this, and they figured it out, right? So upcoming map, I kind of agree with Shib that the ban phase still went Energy's way. They just had to kind of play better, and they did, right? They did. That Chime played well. I think Stinkers was kind of free. Maybe we change up the ban phase a little bit for Sentinel's side. The cap stuff's going to be kind of hard to deal with. I mean, maybe we even go for the Protect early against it, but then you're going to lose the Rocket. However, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but the Rocket stuff is good. Don't get me wrong, but with the Star-Lord it is. But we probably want to ban out the Star-Lord moving forward at the very least, or the Black Cat. That's probably going to be at least what Sentinels are going to do. But regardless, they have to play that Deadpool stuff a little bit better. Crimzo maybe has to live a little bit longer on these off angles, and then less priority towards the Phoenix, because I would have been down even if Usher went off to the Elsa or something. Because Phoenix is good, don't get me wrong, but still, look how much damage he did, but didn't even get like KOs. He only had 10 final hits and 18 damage, 10 deaths. Like, you don't get me wrong, those stats are crazy. And 66% accuracy is actually insane. What the hell on Phoenix? Yeah. What the hell is that number? But anyway, still, for as much as he did on the Phoenix, maybe the Elsa could have been better because they could have shut down Window a little bit more, and I think Window played a lot better too. So that was excellent work out of the dive core from Energy.
Yeah, I mean, Window also just was so disruptive, right? Alongside with Stinkers on that Black Cat, and then Chime just free farming, getting those KOs. It was kind of phenomenal on their side. Meanwhile, Sentinel's backline had the most woeful time in history of times. Oasis just kind of just playing respawn, I don't know. That was a rough one for them.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's tough when Stinkers is very aggressive there on Black Cat. Black Cat is incredibly strong right now. And then, yet at one point you had Angela chasing the cat around. So not only are your strategists constantly in fear, looking at each other and just trying to stay healthy, then you also got Angela now chasing. So half the team is held up on one hero, and that cannot happen. So you got to either remove it or find a different solution.
Sorry about that, chat.
Yeah, it's just too many resources allocated to those threats. And yeah, if there's more than one threat, then there's just too many openings. So that
what did I miss?
I'm very interested to see where Sentinels is going to take us for this last map.
BP would be good here.
It can't be Museum of Contemplation, so there's that.
We got the Spurs or the Knicks in the finals. No idea.
True. Yeah, you're right. Hold. Let's cook.
Shadow's cook play, right?
Wait, no, it could. I think it actually could. Could it be?
Thanks, Jinx.
Can they go? Did I just curse us? Oh, I am a liar. They went to
can we chill on chat?
So Convoy is open. But they're taking us to Araco, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. I'm feeling it.
Chat, what does O10 mean? It means that I've never won anything in my entire life, and I'm a fat, worthless loser.
Of not Museum of Contemplation. Which, to be fair, though, most teams didn't take us to today. So, something's in the water. I do feel like the element of surprise has definitely been taken into account for a lot of these teams to just kind of throw another thing in the mix to throw their opponents off guard.
Now I miss Museum, so bring me Museum. It's been...
she went right to you because she knew I would talk crap. So you messed that up.
I could sense it coming, so I have your back. I was like, no, we have to mention this.
Are you second placing that with FlyQuest? Yeah.
There's so much we could talk about with these teams. I think we could talk about the ban faces need to change. But I think it's worth reiterating again. Can you believe today? I mean, we have gone the distance virtually the entire possible way on every single matchup. These teams are giving it their all. And I'm stoked about it. I think, again, this goes from, we talked about this a little bit. Zoe, you talked about this in the beginning. Sen wins this. They're in second seed. But if they lose this, they're out. That just goes to show you how tight all of these teams have been in this bracket. Everybody's showing up right now, but I'm just happy with today for sure.
The duality. I would absolutely hate to join a match where those are my stakes personally, because for Energy, they're not playing for that high seed, so the payoff is not as big as for a Sentinels win. I mean, I guess the payoff of playing in the playoffs, that's pretty big too, so never mind what I just said. Either way, I fear we're going to Museum of Contemplation, are we not? Am I just... No, I feel like, I feel like you cursed it. Yeah, but
who cursed it? Us? You were the one that kept saying about Museum being, you don't want it, and you just kept manifesting it.
But now I feel like we counter manifested it. Is that how it goes?
No,
not sure. I mean, either way, it's going to be a close match. I don't care about the map. You know what? I'm switching gears. I don't care about the map as long as they're playing it close, because all those 3-map series didn't really have a blowout map, right? It was just close until the very end, all the way into the last fight where it could have gone either way. And I expect to see nothing less from Energy Shock and Sentinels.
I mean, these teams, at least the Sentinels so far throughout the year, have always had a fun, sort of matchup versus everybody. But yeah, Energy and specifically is going to be, a team that's on the come up. I think Shit mentioned the strat line being very good. But obviously, we'll see what the map is in a moment. I think they're still deciding. The players, maybe we're going back to the old days, right? We're actually going back to when we had arguments over server, That actually might be what's happening because of the backline of NRG being Korean, right? So that could be a real possibility.
Oh,
could be on the table.
Going back to the rock, paper, scissors server location.
Museum is a fuck-ass map. I like Museum. Museum is like Kings Row.
On that one, that was honestly, cats should be in charge of so many things. I do agree with that. No, are you a dog person by any chance?
Oh no, am I?
Oh, we know you love cats, Zoe.
I don't know what gave it away. Yeah, Ship and I actually found out, chat, that we have literally the same cat.
We do.
My god.
They're carbon copies from one another. So that's pretty cool.
If you know, you know.
This is cool. Museum of Contemplation, my favorite map of all time.
the full change around here. I mean, this map enables things like you could see Crimzo's Groot now coming to play. I think this is one of those maps that Groot looks good on. I mean, you know what's funny is Emma was really in Tough Talk in the meta, and I love playing Emma. I just haven't really felt the success on her, and that's kind of been the case throughout Ignite too. Emma's just really not shining as much as I would have thought, and even on a map like this where this is where you saw her in the past, even when she wasn't meta, we're seeing no Emma at all.
Do Vince players participate in scrims often? Depends on the team, depends on the players.
Stuff like Venom and Cap, but I am curious to see.
So if Lucky Zeal is invited to the Senate tournament,
I think if you're going to talk about another Vanguard,
you were right. What do you mean?
Because now it kind of gives the ban leeway, more flexibility for Sentinels, where if that cap does get removed, they have some other answers.
Yeah, we've definitely seen some high impact group play even just today. So I am very excited to see what Energy Shock and Sentinels got in store for
Everybody
us.
Go like and comment the podcast upload. Yeah, legit.
Emma Frost, though, as you
just uploaded.
We've seen her here.
I mean, it's the same thing that's on their channel. I just uploaded it on mine because
like a panic
might as well.
If all else fails, kind
that guy is the worst PR, does he?
Get the wall dog, man.
Yeah,
I actually don't know a lot of people who actually like Lucky Zeal, to be honest. So I guess so, yeah.
I'd like you to maybe figure something else out, change it up, and you guys talk about it. I think Crimzo going to be in that hot seat right now to figure out what to play on this next map. On the Museum of Contemplation, because it's going to really matter for this team at the moment. I think the last map didn't really go their way. They got to figure out the ban.
I don't know if I have the numbers to get to that tournament, bro.
Because that was kind of dominating the last map, and that kind of goes to show as well. Cal in the interview earlier talked about how he was picking up the Daredevil, throwing rank games, trying to learn the hero. That goes to show passion and grind does pay off, especially in hero shooters, especially in this game. Talent can only carry you so far. So the flexibility that a lot of these guys have is impressive, and it will continue to be impressive as they you know, continue to pick the map. But you know what's not impressive is these teams not agreeing on what server to freaking play on, okay? Listen, I know there's Koreans in the damn game, okay? But 100 Thieves had this problem last season against FlyQuest. I swear to God, we're dealing with it again. I can't believe it. Oh, we figured it out.
Yeah. But why not? You know, if the day is already going the distance, we might as well just like throw one of those in. We haven't had like any tech issues or anything, so you gotta throw something in the mix to keep everyone on their toes, I dare say. And that also means that we get to see more beautiful aerial shots of Museum of Contemplation, which is such a magical place. You know, like it's a collector's museum. Like
what is going on?
A disrupted timeline. It's good times. We get to see more of it, nitty gritty, once the teams are loaded in, which should be right now. So we're done yapping, and we get to enjoy the action on this final map of the day between Energy Shock and Sentinels. Friends, take it away.
Oh, the chat loves it when we stall. I'm sure of it. I'm sure there's no complaining in the slightest, but the server is picked. Teams are ready down to the final match here. Max 9 full matches today, man. As we see Gambit removed from both sides, it's about as sure as I would be that these teams would go the distance every time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both teams are kind of on the same trajectory where they're improving, or at least we thought NRG was, and they did well in that last map. I think Windows looking a lot better on that Venom and stuff. And, you know, I wonder what Sentinels do against the early cap ban after the Rocket Raccoon Protect comes through. And for Energy Shock, they want to also keep the Rocket. For Sentinels, what do you think, Shib, Star-Lord?
Yeah, I think you probably remove the Star-Lord right now. If I were them, you have... See, I just don't know. I just think it's very strong. But
again, what?
Yeah, and I think they get the lock here, too, so I'd have to double-check on that. But either way, they do get the ban in. They double ban at the same time. Okay, if they knew that was coming, that makes sense now. That is huge for Sentinels. I think that was a massive win condition for Shock.
And it kind of comes down to how do we feel about, you know, Black Cat with with Stinkers, and then Elsa for Chime. So that might be like, you know, how does Energy adapt to that? I like at least throwing that in there. But the Devil Dino Protect comes through.
Chillin' dog, Shipman dog, bro.
I wanted to keep that hero in the pool, which makes
sense.
I think Sentinels aren't countering it. I mean, they're not going for the triple comp with the Deadpool like we saw other teams. I think that's been good. Sentinel's not really doing a lot to counter Devil Dino, so I mean, it's done well against Sentinel so far.
What are we proud of here?
Yeah, removing the Phoenix as a mainstay, just get rid of some of that damage reduced composition that we've seen.
This has to be a Star-Lord prot, right?
Team has it in
like it just has to be.
Like a strong pick in this meta. The final lock is going to be Star-Lord as well for Sentinels, and that's going to be on Usher. So this is going to be a battle. They now have the combination mismatch.
I was watching Moxie's stream, and he's dueling with Lucky Zeo. I shit you not, every single game someone on his team would immediately call him fat or ugly or terrible for the match.
You can see it where both are fine without it. But you know, I want to see if this actually makes Energy's comp better, right? Because at least to get rid of the cap and the Deadpool and the Penny Parker bans, I completely forgot about Dongman on the Penny. That's their strat. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's big brain. It's great into Dino. It's great into full dive. So why not get rid of it? I think that's gonna hurt Zen. I think they might have thought they could squeak through with that, but the team's on their homework. Shout out Energy Shock figuring that out, because I do think that was likely what they were gonna do on defense.
That is kind of crazy. I didn't even try to play it last map. I guess it is a bit more open. And then also Star-Lord. Yeah. All right. Well, you know, I think that's a decent mix-up for Sentinels regardless. We'll see if they can play that Star-Lord to a very high level. I mean, truly they can, right? But how does Energy adapt, right? I think in the ban phase, it could sort of favor Sentinels due to the fact that they get the Penny Parker ban out and stuff. And, you know, that's kind of a unique one. The Cap ban, too. There's a lot focused on Crimzo. We've seen this in the past. You know, it's been a constant, it feels like, in the history of Marvel Rivals is, can we ban out Crimzo's hero pool? But does it pan out today for Sentinel's side and for NRG? You know, can they finally win and secure their spot into the playoffs? After a rough couple weeks, Sentinel's kind of the same thing. They need to get this final stamp to secure themselves into the playoffs.
Oh shit, Yoki. You're still watching Punishment on the field.
I'm just excited to watch it now. This is literally do or die for both teams. You're seeing the setup here for Energy on defense. Sentinel's map choice.
Why is Ray first? Oh my god, I'm so tired. Ray on Whitefall. I mean, I guess it's good because of what
play with Dino, so the double
Energy's playing, and they're on attack, so they just counter swap it. Never mind. How would Na'Vi versus SG or TLC go? I think Na'Vi's probably the best team.
Also, Usher on the Punisher.
But I don't know.
I mean, that's going to be a bit of a difference maker. They sleep.
Na'Vi, TLC, and Swamp are definitely probably like top 3 teams in the world right now.
He doesn't go down. It's a
I don't know. I don't know too much about EU, but I'm sure Na'Vi. I know Na'Vi's really good. Heretics are really good. Obviously, VP's really good.
That's the goal here.
But this LAN could go like either way. Like I think this LAN championship is up for grabs. I think a lot of teams are really good. It's really competitive.
You know, Cat is dancing. Stinker's 1 HP. Wow, what an escape! I don't know how Stinker's got out of that, but way to find
this skin is awesome.
Chaos as they keep this thing moving.
How am I feeling?
Interesting. You know, I was surprised.
I'll be all right.
You know, they even want to play this
kind of a fat, worthless, fucking 010 chud loser, but
come through to the back line. Madara towards the front. Meanwhile, trying to section off the healing is Chime now. On the Elsa, has to kind of pop off of the Glartrox, but no, it's Oasis off the side of the map with that Mantis, gets the KO, and Hoodie's res brings back Madara at the very least. So Sentinel's pushing up with that triple comp they love to play that got through this time around as Sneakers dives heavily onto that Mantis. Crimzo trades back Madara, so they're marching forward right now on this side onto NRG.
Yeah, there'll be no BRB either, right? So now the side of Sentinels has ult advantage. This could be a big final judgment here from Usher, electing to use it. So it looks like in just a moment as the commitment comes out with the Sia. They're going to just kite this. This is a good decision. That Sia was in a weird angle off to the left side. He couldn't have vision on it, so what do? Just drop back. Let it waste time. Who cares? It's big brain there by Sentinels and an unfortunate ult usage from the copy up of Aztec on NRG.
I wonder if they have cooldowns to help Stinkers on this dive. Chime gets poked down low. Usher does get the damage boost. Flies into the back line with the ult. Stinkers comes back through. Here comes that. See you later! And see you later, Usher! You can't even take it down! You go back to spawn.
What do you think of the mod?
The defense is happening at the current moment as though Chime's ultimate looks like it might have got canceled or something. Madara does go down, so Usher fell. But it might have been for the greater good because Crimzo finds Madara. Stinkers has to keep going off, getting resets. Oasis misses the sleep, and he goes down to Usher, who came back for his revenge. Towards that cart, Window falls too. The tracking has been there for Usher, and with that White Fox ultimate, it closes it out. They get it done. We move to second phase.
That's a very clean attack. And this comp is so OG that I love it. You know what I mean? This is.
Wait, you mean that portrait of me? Nah.
Play in my current rank. You know, at this level of play, it kind of enables some different stuff. And now the comp's going to completely switch for Sen after point 1. They're going to put Usher on that Star-Lord.
You think Black Hat would still be really good if they were in? She'd be way worse. She'd be mid as fuck if they did that.
It's been working out for him. And then I don't know necessarily what the peel duty is going to be. I guess it's going to be on Rymazing now on the Fox.
Oh, is Usher back so fast?
Died from the
lineup from Spawn. He has a grappling hook lineup. But he's on Star now, so it doesn't really matter.
Up again on Oasis, who, you know, we know Oasis is one of the best Mantises in the game, and Heretics now coming over to Sentinels, kind of the same thing. Though this time, Caster Curse comes out, goes down to Oasis, or to Window. So nice job to follow through. The green's not there from Flamay. Window also getting peeled for the back line, though, at the very least, Dongmin trades him. So we lose Oasis again, you lose one. But they do bring him back with the BRB. Also can't make it to the health pack. Dongmin desperate for those greens on that main side, which Flamay was never there really with. And you also commit that ban hammer towards Usher, so they have to keep falling back, as Usher also going to require all of those heals due to the fact that those extra damage shots are onto him, but it's slowly pushed back again for Sentinels, who you talked about earlier, Shib, are playing patiently.
Yeah, the question now for Sentinels is talking about patience. Is Usher going to hold off here until Flamay gets there for the copy up or Oasis? And looks like they are just going to do that. So let that be played. The Sia is out from Aztec. Stinkers goes off the back of it and finds Crimzo up in numbers once more as NRG. They're not going to commit much more, I don't think, anything else unless they make mistakes. Moderate in that fight on the Vanpool too, using ult. But yeah, right now, I think we are going to see that combo come out from Oasis and Usher. Will it be enough to walk them through? The entirety of NRG has so much movement and escape. It's going to be tough to find value.
Yeah, they've slowed it down to too much maybe, but Usher in the sky pops the ultimate. Window finds Rye early again. I mean, nobody's lit. We're playing triple comp and somebody's getting KO like that, then surely we switch, right? Usher does find Hoodie, so that removes the BRB potential. Greens also does keep them healthy. Regardless, you at least get that out. Black Cat flies right past his face, it looks like, into the shadows.
I hate Star-Lord on this map, bro. It's so hard to get value out of your ult. There's just so much cover. But I don't know what Usher would play here. I guess Punisher, but it's the same problem, right? And all realistic, like, he should be on Daredevil. Like, Daredevil would pump here, like, triple DD. 100%, that shit would pump.
That Glartrox is still here on the backside. Actually, just rams him like a car crash, but he's the one that gets
Triple Cat. Triple Cat would be really good, too. Probably even Triple Cat over Triple DD.
healing here from the main side of NRG. Aztec falls, Hoodie does too, so never mind. Traded though at the very least. Sentinels is losing a few, but they get brought back by BRB.
Yeah, Crimzo with some good value there on the Rampage, finding 3 off the back of some team assist. Been really good on the Dino at this moment. Dongmin trying to take this off angle, get some levels going for the Vanpool, which hasn't really had a ton of early on, I mean literal experience out of the hero. As the switch just comes in a little bit after the fact, it's going to be tough to try to match into an earlier switch of Madara. Crimzo dropping backwards. Out goes the Soul Resurgence now. Team stays healthy. You're going to play aggro, try to force him back.
You reckon that make Cat damage people during palace or something? Nah. It seems very intentionally designed to be an iFrame. Star and Silex are interchangeable in terms of what you prefer. No, Star is better.
Potential point 2 with 40 seconds on. Can they stop it?
They used to be, but not anymore.
Able to get these picks, and they are going to get point 2 here. Sentinels are figuring things out, and this band phase is working out for them.
Yep, the one-sided Star-Lord that we talked about is just sort of eking out in the full scheme of things. Also, the fact they got Mantis in hindsight definitely is kind of mattering, just because of the fact that this team loves to play triple amazing on the Mantis. At least that's one of the strongest triple comps to play.
Why is he better? He got buffed.
And then couldn't get resets because, like you said, with Oasis positioning.
And that's the advantage of having a good Penny player, right? We talked about how Penny kind of does some weird stuff in the meta, but now they had to force ban Penny, and that stops things like this Mantis ban at the end, and that is just, it's valuable to have that on your team. So shout out to being able to play Penny and forcing a ban out for one of the first times we've seen in Ignite. Yusher gonna drop Aztec early on and keep them moving forward as Crimzo takes out Chime. Aztec comes back from the res. It doesn't matter, they're still down a number currently. Will they commit ults to hold this? This team's elected typically try to hold up your kite at first and get them back into the spawn door.
Yeah, I mean, this character's just kind of crazy at the current moment. I mean, Yusher gets the damage boost, takes down Stinkers on the flank angle, and now that now that shoots only the foot, he's able to play that Star-Lord
right and
try
to
get
sleep
another one with onto window. So this is just full map control, full dominance by Sentinels, and goes back to what you said with that band base. They have to run all the way back towards spawn. NRG finally has some ultimates at least here to go, but again, you said Crimzo with the Rampage was big. Let's see if it can be this fight as well.
Yeah, and there it is. As you're saying, out goes really the Van Hammer right into the Rampage. Oasis gonna launch right now with the Sia. Window tries to find one. Flamme and Dongmin now.
Bro, NRG are shitting their pants like crazy.
Numbers still in their favor. Sentinel trying to keep this momentum as Yusher and Flamme are going to be on target for a combination in just a moment. Flamme on the Lady Pool there, or excuse me, Lady Loki there. I'd love to see that. Just get a little more height on it now. Window keeps the pressure on, just trying to stall this point.
Yep, stalling it out as long as he possibly can, but is it going to be enough? Madara does find Dongman at the very least, and goes into the Diamond Form, commits that Sonic Seduction as well, and they use greens on the opposite side. Coffee comes out with the Lady Loki that you mentioned. Walking on in now, it's that Soul Resurgence to force Madara back to the spawn doors. Into the sky also.
Rocket actually that good, yes.
The buddy bubble from that Devil Dino. BRB is here at least to bring people back into the fight, but you have only 3 members of your squad to come and
the nerves are settling in, yeah.
Hoodie taking shots cross map.
Looks like it. They haven't won a fight in like 3 minutes. White Tankful, super mobile, farms Dino, good ultimate, good damage, solid.
Decides actually wants to keep playing. So that's going to keep happening on that card, as though Crimzo takes care of the Devil Dino in window eventually, so he gets chomped on at the very end, and with the Soul Resurgence once more. The ban phase you talked about, enabling the side of Sentinels, as NRG doesn't have any tanks, any Vanguards here, no tankers to help secure the objective. And in overtime, window comes back. Finally, those Vanguards show up, but there's nobody else to help support this sort of stall, as you do have the HP. Aztec does help it out. Gov does give a whole lot of healing, but you have to keep it on. The Venom touches one last time. Oasis tracks him down. Cart gets solely capped out, and Sentinels will win this round.
Well, Rocket ult comes up way faster than Luna ult, like way faster. Like you will get twice as many Rocket ults than Luna ults in a game, like damn near.
Those, end game situations when you're in OT like that.
Also, Rocket's way harder to kill than Luna, and the res beacon's really strong
across
too.
The board here, Oasis with 7 on the Rocket is as much as Stinkers has as a duelist on NRG. The comp here from Sentinels on that attack was just absolutely unmatched, as we can see what they're thinking about for their defense.
Chime has no finals, holy shit.
It was kind of like being hard on that Deadpool strategist composition earlier. But like, yeah, it would be very good here, I think, just versus the Devil Dino.
Struggling
we
this
saw
game.
How good it was before, and we saw how much damage Crimzo was doing off the Devil Dino, or back onto the Devil Dino. So really unfortunate situation to happen for NRG, especially with the lock phase not really mattering for Madara and the crew. So this is going to be a hard one to win. Like, just straight up, they go to that Deadpool strategist that we saw out of teams before into like a 2-2-2 style. I mean, Crimso's going to have just be on an absolute rampage. And even then, you're still against Mantis triple. So this is, you talked about it, Shib, pretty much checkmate in the ban phase unless something crazy happens out of NRG. I mean, Chime could go off, I guess. And yeah, that's the problem, I guess, with the Rocket Raccoon early protect is that sometimes it may not matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely on the table. NRG has the talent. I do think the ban phase made it difficult for him. Again, you know, forcing out the penny and stuff like that. You know, Cap, they're really getting more targeted where you can focus meta here, and that's what Sen's kind of doing into NRG, making it a lot more difficult for them to find a successful comp. Stinker's obviously disgusting here on the Black Cat, but it's going to be protection now on the back line. When you have that triple comp, you just can kind of play on each other, use those crystals to stay healthy. Chime, it's going to be on the Bucky now. The early tackle goes in on Crimzo, who will pay for it, I believe. What a jump tackle. Perfect time to make that work on the Dino on the front line.
Yeah, but he's got 3 pocket right now. You don't have damage boost, at least at this point. If we were on Deadpool strat, you'd have Jackpot plus damage boost onto him, so he gets grabbed. Crimzo can't get taken out. Now Stinker's on the flank, going for those KOs and can't find it either. Again, lacking the damage, the extra bit of damage to help him on the front line. Has to fall all the way back, give up the off angle, though. Window on the Garud, able to find Crimzo. Maybe this is the change up that they needed, though. Crimzo's brought back by a BRB.
Yeah, both BRBs have been used now, so now it's going to be back into the 6v6 type situation. But ooh, that pick almost came through from Chime, and it looks like Madara goes down as Yusher.
Why did Sin ban Penny?
The dome there, looking upwards on
Sin
Yusher.
did not ban
But,
Penny. Penny is banned against them.
Totally,
and Penny is banned against them because Sin loves playing Penny on the first point.
Tries to get the
and
grab there,
it's
but
really,
just
really good.
The edge of the wall. They're still going to be able to find that pick on a
Dogman
Chime.
loves his Penny.
But I'm liking the Emma right now. It's been a while since we've seen Emma get value. Playing on this early first point map consistently here as Sentinels as they're holding them at the door.
Yeah, maybe go like the Moon Knight root stuff. I don't know. Now they have ultimates at least, so this is going to be the fight. They have to win, but regardless, this card's not getting anywhere. Into the sky. Yusher's the one to change. Copy comes out, by the way, so they throw ball. No, and the Bruto. Oh, no! It's a disaster. Madara does get brought back by BRB.
NRG's going to lose. They're just throwing. Yeah, oh my god, they used both support ults.
That's just
it got no kills.
Like
what?
Right? It can happen. You know, it happens to everyone, right? Just like
yeah,
us,
no, we
like
lost.
Some of that
I don't know how Stinkers isn't like pumping here though. Like I feel like Windows Stinkers should just be like owning.
Shortly, Madara and Stinkers, and it's all about it. Can the duelists just try to pressure through some of these answers that'll be there from Rybazing and Oasis? Crimzo going to start off here with a rampage, able to find a Aztec after the fact, adding salt into the wounds as Stinkers looks for a backline play.
Yeah, 2 minutes left to go. At least they still have time, but this cart, I mean, I don't think we've seen such a strong hold without Penny Parker here on this first.
You can't even surrender in these matches, by the way, Lil Mexico.
Map pick at the moment.
Like I checked.
Again, it just feels like I'm just hearing nothing but the Deke machine coming out of Yusher, who's just getting headshot after headshot onto the devil.
It's not even an option.
Obviously, with a head that big, could match the size of a Tetra over EMEA. Not that just like randomly out of nowhere Tetra shade, but regardless, that huge ult by Chime committed. BRB brings back Rymazing, so at least they're up numbers.
But they're gonna try to win? They're gonna try to win?
They find the follow up. Yeah, window.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess.
Rymazing with 2 here. Oh no, it just seems like the mental's broken here of NRG. 1 minute in the card is not.
I agree, Ben.
Oh, dude. I mean, Sentinels are just at the door here for 3 consecutive minutes, trying to make it 4 with ults.
Chime is going to the Kangaroos next stage.
The damage boost.
God.
And, you know, won't have the Sia from Oasis, so it's at least a little bit of a saving grace here. It's all about can Stinkers make something happen with this calling card. This is a great answer to the calling card.
It's a really good ult from
Cat is instead going to make the whole team run away and now protect your back line. It's great to use Emma for that kind of stuff. Into Star-Lord, into Magic, into DD, and even right there into Cat, just making sure that no one else can play off the Cat play.
Yeah, I think the strat line's been playing so good.
Did we ever do a Heroes Slate? Yeah, it's on my channel.
Out, by the way. Madara, though, finds
it was best for last time. Oh, shit.
Now whips out the shotgun on Chime's side, but gets dove upon by the Dino.
What the fuck?
Punisher on Dino team.
Why does Chime... Wait, why is there a Dino in Chime's backline, and why does he have cancer?
Brought back Aztec is. Window trades back Oasis, too. That's the guy with
horrible performance from NRG. Didn't put up a fight. They put up a fight. It's 1-1. They just didn't put up a fight this match.
Stinkers is coming online. Double copy available for Aztec. He uses it first.
It was like day 2 or 3.
Use the see you later. Now we use it. Stinkers finds right as well. And
oh my god.
Rock back by a BRB, but they don't have straddles until Flame A right now.
Yeah, they're looking for the combination right now. Oh, but it said had to use.
No, I don't like the tier list that I did actually. I think it was pretty inaccurate. Like way undervalued Rocket. I think I'm gonna wait a little bit longer next time before I do it.
No, it looks looks like NRG might be able to lock in and make this happen here. Ryan Mazing now going to start with the resurgence, and no! Down goes Chime Usher with a nice pick there. Now going to head up towards Aztec. Focus on the Loki, who does not have crystals. And that is going to be, oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, got to be a pick there. Dogman cleans up window. This might be it, folks. Sentinels might be your second seed on the B group. And OT is ticking down. The stall is there, but it's it.
And there it is.
Sentinels take it home.
Unlucky.
What a series, what a day for Marvel Rivals.
Sad energy,
Sentinels
sad.
Get it done and to finish off our playoffs in spectacular fashion. As Energy is sent home after a valiant effort in a very difficult group. Sentinels will still be in our playoffs, and we still have the potential head-to-head between Sentinels and 100 Thieves available for us as the drama is set to continue in the playoffs.
All right.
It is indeed. What a fantastic way to close
I'm gonna
it
go
out.
chill for a bit, guys.
We're all the
I'll probably be
winners.
back
That's
on
what
later
this graphic
tonight.
indicated, because
Most
we
likely.
got to be
I appreciate you
treated
guys watching.
to so much incredible Marvel Rivals action today. Each and every single match went the distance.
See you guys probably later.
Really came down to the wire. I mean,
Thanks
Energy
again.
tried their very best there at the very end to like push that card finally as